of a group of pigs.
Denny's, you've been practicing very well, Denny's, but not 100% there yet.
Are you sure you want to hear it one more time, Caesar, just to be sure?
Give it to him.
That's my favorite one.
That is the best work. Yeah.
That is your
Oh
Bohemian
my
Rhapsody.
God.
Yeah, you're doing the Lord's work with that.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called Suck Spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's the KVJ Show. We are down one man. Kevin is up in Orlando at a podcasting conference learning all about how to do it better and be better.
Already sending us emails.
Yes. Apparently we have a big meeting on Monday because we're doing it all wrong.
But it was a message that was so cryptic. I'm like, dude, do you work for the FBI? It was such a cryptic message, was it not?
It was very matter of fact. It's like, we'll have a meeting on Monday. There'll be big changes.
Big changes.
What?
What?
It's probably good stuff.
Or it could be the rug being pulled out completely from beneath you.
Could go either way.
It could go either way. And we have a full moon right now. Don't know if you noticed it in the old sky.
I did. Boy, it is bright driving into work before the sun comes out.
Now, we are kind of believers of the power of the moon. At least some of us are.
We're big believers in it because we've talked to people that deal with lots of randoms. And by that, I mean like hospital workers, school teachers. These are people in their daily, everyday doings at work. They have to deal with a large amount of people. And they notice that people get squirrelier when there's a full moon.
Yeah.
It's just a fact. They talk about it. They, amongst themselves in the ER at the hospital, they're like, oh, it's a full moon. You can tell.
Now, according to my sources, it says the full moon at Aquarius lands at 8:29 a.m. Now, I don't know if is that this morning or is that yesterday? According to this moon, it's a powerful time for emotional release.
8:29 today?
That's what it's saying.
It would be today because today is considered the full moon.
8 a.m. The moon, so what it's saying is it's asking us to let go of what no longer serves us, Denny's.
All right.
What are you holding on to, man?
Holding on to? You know, I got a lot in here. Feel good to purge at the full moon.
Purge emotionally.
I try to weekly purge. I don't know if this is a common practice amongst people, but every week I try to purge myself of the things that I shouldn't be bent on that week. So, I mean, I'm going to purge even more because of the moon, you know, but for the most part, I do try to purge weekly.
I try to remind myself every day because I tend to fall into buckets of stress. None of this really matters.
Yeah.
If I'm stressed out about something and it's like a silly detail and it really doesn't affect anybody physically, emotionally, spiritually, or medically, really does it matter?
Yeah. Well, so I came to the revelation one time I got real sick. And I was laying there, and I did not care about anything. I wanted to get better, and it was all just about my own personal health. And that's when it really sat with me that none of this matters. I mean, you can get fired, sure, and it's awful, but you can always get another job. You can there's always something you can do, especially now in 2019 with the internet. There's so many ways you can find to make money or to support yourself, you know? So it's like you shouldn't let simple things like that hold you down or back.
You talk to people who've had legit illnesses where they're battling for their life, and they'll tell you, yeah, you can have all this stuff. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything.
You're right. And when we focus so much on all these little things that are getting us upset, we're hurting our health. Stress is a big factor in overall health and wellness.
Absolutely.
And when we let all these little stupid things affect our health, it's detrimental. We're counterproductive.
Well, I saw it with my father. He's a hard worker. He's almost like borderline workaholic.
Open up, Denny.
Yeah.
Purge it. Purge the emotion.
Tell us about all of his shortcomings as a dad.
Yes.
Well, so one time in 6th grade, no, he I always watched him work, and he was always just like, work hard, and you can move up in your company. It was always just work hard was always the basic.
Grind it out.
Grind it out, and then now he's at retirement age, and he's retired, but he still does work on the side. But he just recently was just like, you know what? He's like, I just want to live the rest of my life. So he bought a guitar. He's trying to learn guitar. He's trying to learn all the things he put on hold for the last like 40-something years.
He didn't live because he was so busy working.
But he loved working. But then he was like, but why? He's like, when you get to the finish line, there's nothing. There's no confetti. He's like, I worked all this time, and now I'm just set out in the world to do all the stuff that I wanted to do when I was younger that I just put off.
And I missed so many adventures along the way.
So they're on a road trip. They're doing all these fun things now because he was just like, he's like, I spent all the time. I did the time. Now I want the R&R.
And I look at that as a positive. To me, that's almost like a second puberty when you're kind of everything. You're retired. Your family's grown up. My dad's kind of doing the same thing. He's doing traveling, and I think it's very cozy.
Absolutely,
it's a positive thing to look forward to.
But it's also something you can learn from.
At the present.
Shoes, in the present, while we're still at grinding age.
You don't have to retire to retire.
You don't have to stop having fun to work.
Absolutely.
You have to find balance between having a fun, exciting life that brings you joy and being able to work and make a living. There can't be like an all or nothing.
Absolutely. I feel like through... I mean, I'm sure it went on before, but I experienced it more like the early 2000s, that it was cool just to drink tons of caffeine, stay late. After work, you go and rage, and the next morning you get up and you just go to work. It was just constant doing stuff. And now I feel like the trend is kind of flipped, where it's like, spend some time with yourself, make sure you improve yourself, and then get that done.
Do you hear that, Virginia? Sounds like Peace Train is opening up to us.
It's that moon.
It's the moon.
I'm purging.
Tell us more about all those times your dad wasn't there when you were growing up because he was at work. Did he miss your concerts? Did he miss your recitals?
Do you guys want to do a one-off of whose dad disappointed in the most?
That's a fun way to start the morning here.
Look at you listening to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Good morning. What are you thinking about this morning, Jay Bird?
We both were about to talk at the same time. Real smooth. Well, I don't know how you guys dream, but I dream almost kind of like a movie where it's just very intense, and I almost kind of am watching myself as a witness sometimes in my dream.
Yes, me too.
So, in my dream last night, try to help me figure out what this is about. I'm in charge of being the leader of McDonald's in my dream, but it wasn't McDonald's, but it was McDonald's. It made sense, but it didn't in my dream.
Okay.
And I'm at this big board meeting, and I decide to change it up in this big board meeting, and I come up with, instead of Happy Meals, I go, we're gonna do Sad Meals, and that was the whole. That was the whole tone of the dream.
I don't know if they would sell as well.
Well, they would not sell as well. And this whole time in the dream, I'm trying to sell this idea about how the Happy Meal needs to go away. It needs to be the Sad Meal. And everyone's turning on me in the dream.
Aww.
Yeah, and then they're locking me in this room. And it was so bizarre because one of the people who owned McDonald's that was listening to my idea, they were half dragon, half person, but it made sense in the dream. So I'm locked in a room the whole time trying to pitch my idea, but I know that they're a dragon. It was such a weird...
Isn't it weird how dreams make sense in the moment?
It does, because the whole time I'm like, yeah, he's a dragon, but you know what? He's a dragon. He's also the boss, so I respect it. The dragon part didn't freak me out, but it did. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it led me to the question, what would be your sad meal? If you had to, what would be the worst sandwich for you?
Okay.
What would be the worst drink?
I'm going tuna fish sandwich. It's repulsive. I do not eat fish from a can.
You don't like any tuna?
I'll eat fresh tuna.
Oh, like fancy pants Tequesta tuna?
Yeah. Bluefin, yellowfin, love it, but not out of a can.
I can't do tuna either.
No. Chicken of the sea, kiss my ass.
I used to love tuna, man. I used to double, triple down on the mayo.
No meat in a can for this girl.
All right, you're going tuna with your sub. Drink. What's the worst drink you've ever had?
Oh, the worst drink. Oh, I like every drink. That's my problem.
You do not like every drink. How about, okay, if you love every drink, why don't you drink some of that blue Powerade?
Oh, you're right. Okay. Yeah, blue. Any kind of blue drink. I do not like blue, artificial blue drinks.
And last thing, worst dessert. That's just awful.
You know what I'm not a fan of, and everybody is raving about it in the Italian restaurant? Tiramisu.
I'm not a big fan
I'm
of
not a
it
big fan either.
I don't like it.
I don't love
I don't
it.
like rum cake. I don't like tiramisu. I love alcohol normally, but I don't like alcoholic cake.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. That's not a bad decision. Okay, the witch did pretty good, Denny's. Okay, what's yours?
Yeah, so I mean, I probably won't. Tuna is high on my list. I don't like roast beef.
Especially,
It smells like farts sometimes.
and it has that sheen, that hologram sheen
It looks-
on it.
It better be wet. If you're gonna give me roast beef,
Dry.
it better be with a au jus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That changes it.
Yeah.
Au jus roast beef sounds better than you saying wet roast beef. Don't say wet roast beef. It's gross.
Yeah, so roast beef with where it looks like gasoline on water, that
Okay.
prism effect on it, I
Yeah.
can't do it. So a roast beef sandwich would be rough for me. As far as drinks go, I mean, any of those decadent sodas,
You
like,
hate milk too.
oh God, probably milk. Milk would be the worst. I don't even think I could drink milk.
If you made Denny's drink milk in a sauna, that would be his personal hell. He would
All right,
hate it.
write that down.
Well, so when I was younger, I wasn't paying attention. Me and my brother were doing homework next to each other. I had my Sprite there. He had his milk there. So I'm doing homework. I'm not looking. I go to grab my Sprite, and I just take the biggest chug of his milk. And from that moment forth, I've never been able to drink milk again. It grossed me out and shocked me in the moment.
When you think about it, I mean, it comes out of a cow's boobie. It's just
Yeah.
weird when you think about it.
It is.
And it's meant for baby cows, but are you a baby cow?
No.
I'm not a baby cow.
Milk is made to get you strong when you're being born to help your bones grow. And then afterwards, they say you don't necessarily need it. Humans don't care. We don't necessarily need it. It is very popular with us.
Tell my family that because they go through a gallon of milk every 3 days.
Here's some of the comments. Tell that dirty hippie to stop going against milk now.
Yeah, I know the milk lobbyist. I know dairy's big.
Then he's going after GMOs and meat and milk. Trying to get them all mad. All right, and your worst dessert.
Worst dessert, I would have to say some sort of chocolate cake. I know that's not popular.
What?
Yeah, I'm not a chocolate guy. I know that that's never popular when I say it. I do not like chocolate.
You love chocolate cake.
It's my favorite.
The bird has been known to go to Publix on a weekday when it's not his birthday and
Oh, yeah.
buy a giant chocolate birthday cake.
I usually get the
And
ice
eat
cream.
it.
I usually get the ice cream cake. The chocolate cake I just get for the smell of it.
Well, so ice cream cake's different. What it is with chocolate cake is the frosting. If I eat that frosting, I'm so sweaty for the next 25 minutes.
Really?
It makes me just sweat profusely. I must have some sort of reaction to crappy frosting. I don't know.
I'm going with crab meat. Someone gave me a crab meat sandwich before, and I wanted to spear them.
Subway. I don't know if they still do it because I haven't had it in years. They used to make it's called seafood and crab, and it's made with that imitation crab meat because I was a sandwich artist. I know. I used to make it.
I think another time too, my dad, he caught a crab and he made it for us. And the whole time he's putting it in the pot, there was this sponge on it, and we found out that it was pregnant. And we're eating it, and he's like, "Yeah, I think that it was pregnant." I'm like, "Oh, this is so gross and awful. And it's messing with my mind."
Terrible.
Yeah, crab meat. I'm gonna go. Seltzer water is the worst. Terrible. And will we accept candy for dessert?
Yeah.
Circus peanuts or candy corn, the worst.
I got seltzer water on me. Do you want to take a sip so KVJ can see how you hate it so much?
I want you to hand it to me so I can throw it right back in your face.
Sometimes.
Virginia, what's on your mind?
Well, yesterday I was watching the news and they were saying how no longer on flights are they going to allow these MacBook Pro computers.
I saw that.
Because their batteries are blowing up. And then I looked more into it yesterday. It's the MacBook Pro 15-inch. And there's been a recall on this computer, actually. So I wanted to ask you, Denny, as you know about this stuff, I looked in Magnolia's room last night, and guess what she has? A MacBook Pro 15-inch. Now, we bought it used. But can I march into the Apple store
Absolutely.
with this computer that's been recalled and get a new computer?
I believe so. Yeah, they're pretty good about it. I remember they had a battery recall probably in like 2012, and I mean, I had like a 4 or 5 year old computer at the time that they let me switch out.
You say Mark.
What? It was 4 or 5 years old and you got a brand new one?
Well, so what happens is they'll make these batteries, and the ones that get recalled. So when you go, I'm pulling up the recall. They specify which model it is. So it's only the one. So one of the ones where they had was that about 5 years, the batteries started burning and setting on fire.
That's why the FAA won't allow them, because literally people are traveling and catching planes on fire with their MacBook Pro battery.
The problem is people want longer battery life. They want all these things to charge faster. I know Samsung's working on a technology that charges your phone in like 10 minutes or something. All that stuff sounds great on theory, but
Till it catches on fire.
that's what I was saying. So when things blow up in your pocket, I get that's dangerous. They should do more testing, but people want things fast now. They want it quick. Each year, Apple has to come out with new products to entice all the good people. So that's why there's no testing. The testing is us. We're testing it.
You are the tester.
We are.
And
Person's
when you
leg
catch
blows
on
up.
fire
Yeah.
and you tell them, then they're like, oh, don't do that.
That's how they do it now. And then they're like, all right, we'll give you a brand new computer. And then everybody's like, all right, cool.
I kind of feel like patience is a dying art because everything is just so quick and we get it now. Everything's on demand. Everything.
Everything. Well, so when you remember, you go to the movies and watch a movie in the movie theater, circa, 94 or something. It would take like 2 years for that to come out on VHS. You would wait so long for it.
You sound so
I know. Now, I feel like the movie's out the next week. It's in theaters and it's already coming out the next week as an exclusive on some sort of service.
I know.
So they have the copies. Back then, they'd have to transpose it from widescreen to square. And now that we don't have that changing, I guess it doesn't really take as long or whatever.
Denny's mansplaining VHS.
I hear you. But yeah, I'd look at what model it is. Any models sold between September 2015 and February 2017. These all contain that battery. Just send it in. They will swap it out for you.
And you said march into the Apple store. I feel like everybody marches in there. I feel like no one's ever happy. They're always going there because they're having a problem.
Yeah, unless you're buying something, people are in there because of an issue.
And then you're sad because of how much money you just spent.
Yeah, it's a pretty weird experience in there, too, because all the people just walking around have a phone in their hand, and that's the cash register. You're
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, they'll ring you out right there.
It's weird.
It's kind of weird because they'll charge you, and I'm nothing against Apple, but they'll charge you $800 to fix it. But they're like, for $200, you just buy a new one. And you're like,
Did you almost swear? Denny's almost dropped an F-bomb.
but it's like, why do you make the repair so much? Because everybody always just goes, all right, $200, I'll just get a new one, I guess.
Have you ever gone in the Apple store and paid for anything with cash?
No.
Okay, I did not too long ago.
What do? Do they shut down?
They didn't know what to do with it. And then this guy came over and he's like, okay. And he took it and I watched him. He went over to this secret drawer in a table, one of the tables with iPads on it. There was a secret drawer on the side of it. He opened up the secret drawer and put the cash in there and then closed the drawer. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Yeah,
they don't have cash registers.
There are people that
He was just trying to get it out of there.
we're getting to. There are some places that when you try to give them the cash, they will not accept your cash. It's weird. It's
weird.
I had a cash register lady at a place. She groaned when I gave her cash, and I was like, "This is faster." I'm like, "Cash is faster." She's like, "Ugh," and it takes my cash. Like she was annoyed with me.
There's a weird thing going on now. People are getting put off by cash, which I would say I think it's easier.
It's way
It's
easier.
quicker.
And if you've got a teenage daughter like myself who makes money off the books by babysitting, cash is king, y'all.
Are all the young people listening right now going, "You guys sound so old"? It's not about cash anymore.
Well, so I went to a vending machine. It takes cash or Apple Pay. Those were the only two options. Like, it doesn't take debit cards. It takes Apple Pay or cash. The two.
I like seeing this emotional side of Denny's.
We need options. Every place should take everything.
They should if there's multiple currencies out there.
Listen to this comment from someone in the chat room. Cash is dying. Keep your bills. It'll be extinct soon. I know Denny's sometimes thinks that.
What I'm worried about.
Denny's is going to get people mad again.
Well, so what I get worried about is that you work, you save up money, and you put it in the bank, And then in the future, people decide we don't need banks. We don't need this old style of keeping money. We're just going to start over, give everybody credits. We now use credits now, and it's all digital. It's connected to, like, I don't know, a chip in your thumb or something. So I'm afraid that they're just going to wipe the slate clean and make everyone start over. And they're just like, what the heck was all this for?
They can't do that.
I don't even know.
Capitalism, no, they can't do that.
You can't take someone's money in their savings and
They're going to revolt.
Yeah, that will start a war. You can't take people's money.
I will cut somebody.
Yeah, if you lost your savings because everyone's going to go to this...
Absolutely, but
no way.
If enough people decide we should change, I mean, you see it happen all the time now.
You have to stop watching Black Mirror.
Yeah.
You have to stop watching Black Mirror.
Midnight.
Yeah, at midnight, yeah. That's not what was even on Danny's mind.
Yeah,
right?
what's on your mind, Danny?
Well, so I was going to throw this at you guys, and I guess it's a question of ethics, what you guys think about this. So Japan just greenlit the ability for us to combine human and animals into a hybrid and then harvest organs from them. What do you think about this?
I don't know if I want no lamb pancreas, Denny's.
Well, so
Lamb-creous?
Lamb pancreas. I don't know if I want part lamb in
I
me.
don't know. I mean, if the lamb-creous works,
Well, it will.
and my stuff is dying, like, if my pancreas is like, we give up, I can't do this no more, like, and all I have
Is
is
a lamb pancreas?
is a lamb-creous.
So all of a sudden you're talking like, hey, what's going on? You look really bad. You start turning a little lammy.
You want to go outside and just eat grass?
Well, so I'll throw it at you. I'll throw both sides at you, and you decide. But basically, the goal is to be able to harvest vital organs that are fully functioning that can use for transplants, to replace kidneys, livers, hearts, all sorts of organs. But the research is going into combining the DNA of animals and humans together to grow these organs, but they will be fully functioning, brought from embryo to life, just to be harvested.
Am I the only one that thinks there might be some complications with this, some side effects?
Yeah, this definitely sounds scary, but think about it. If you've got no other hope.
Agreed.
Absolutely. Well, that's the ethical dilemma of it.
Would you do it if it would save your life, but you would grow at least 2 hooves? Do you do it?
From your knees.
You would be all healthy, but now Virginia has 2 hooves for hands.
If it means I can live and I wasn't going to live otherwise, then yeah, give me the hoof it up. I'll just wear boots.
Well, so I guess the ethical dilemma is in the fact that we're growing a creature that is cognitive. It can think only for the sole purpose of harvesting its organs.
Yeah, that's tough to
Pretty
deal with
heavy.
too.
In fact, it was illegal in Japan to grow from an embryo to 7 days, which they bumped up to 14, and that was the limit. Now they want to do it to complete fruition. So I was just throwing at you. That's a new thing from yesterday's news that they have greenlit.
Some of the text messages coming. Someone wants to know, how much weed did Denny smoke this morning?
He looks sober.
Yeah.
Now, I can't tell you how much he smoked when he came up with this last night.
Yes. All right, just think about it. Something heavy.
Yes, and I believe we do have coming up by unpopular demand. I think we have Name That Nut.
Ooh, it's back on the schedule?
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe
I
it.
don't think I have a choice.
And I believe this is a special modified version.
Yes, you asked me to kick it up and make it better, and I have.
Okay, Name That Nut is coming up next.
What's hot now on the KVJ Show?
Well, what's hot is these KVJ beers. If you haven't tried them yet, there are so many places for you to go to grab the new KVJ Beady IPA, named after Kevin Ralston and his beady little eyes. His face is right there on the logo. It's pretty funny. If you haven't seen the merch, you can go online and see it. It's up there, and you can find us, too, out at any of our events selling said merch. Grab the beer for yourself. Dixie Bar and Grill has the Beady IPA from Due South. Also, Eagle Grill and Oyster Bar in Lake Worth, they've got it too. And Lilo's Taco Bar in Lake Worth all have the Beady IPA from Due South. Go grab one today.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Name
that nut! Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, it's back. Whether you want it or not, here comes Name That Nut. I guess we have a new wrinkle in this game, Virginia. Please explain it to the people.
Well, yesterday you challenged me to come up with a new wrinkle, and so I combined Name That Nut and the leaf blower bit, and I filled the leaf blower with nuts and hit you in the face with them.
You did really, really well yesterday. I love how that one literally hit me on my tooth. You had one in the back of my throat, and you got one on my retina. Very good accuracy.
Impressive.
So today we are spicing it up. I've added taco seasoning to all of these nuts, and so they're going to be a little spicy when they hit you. Hope they don't hit you in the eye.
So that's the layer?
Yeah, that's the layer.
That's how you're trying to sell this to make it like it's extra big bit now?
It's spicy. Yeah. I like that.
Okay. All right. So are we ready to play Name That Nut? Now, how do we play again?
So I load up the leaf blower with a bunch of spicy nuts, and then I hit you in the face with them. Hopefully some go in your mouth, and you can correctly identify what type of nut you just got hit with.
Real quick, can you please stop saying spicy like this? Spicy. It's kind of making me cringe.
I like that Denny's joins me. 3, 2, 1. Spicy.
Denny's, I want to be your friend. Stop.
I like the spicy wrinkle.
I love how that's the wrinkle.
Look, I had a lot going on yesterday. I did not have a lot of creative time.
I get it. All right,
I looked in the cabinet, I saw taco seasoning. I'm like, perfect.
let's get this over with. Although I do have fun with this. I want to try to go 3 for 3.
All right.
Although my nut game is not good.
Now close your eyes.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want protective goggles?
We have to go through this every time.
Yeah.
Get real close. I think the key is for you to get all up on my face and blow it with the highest level.
All right. You asked and you shall receive.
All right, get it in my mouth.
All right.
In 3, 2, 1. Bring in the pain.
Oh!
I got one!
Oh, one nut went in Bird's mouth.
I got it!
What is it?
Yeah, walnut?
It is a walnut.
Walnut!
You got it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you put so much taco seasoning on there.
I saw a whole lot of taco seasoning and about 12 walnuts.
You make me want to go run to the border. I definitely
Yeah.
want.
You like Mama's spicy nuts, don't you?
I gotta tell you, I don't hate the witch's nuts.
All right. You ready for round 2?
Round 2, let's go 3 for 3.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Daddy's name.
That nut. Name that nut. Name that nut.
All right, here we go.
And it's 1, 2, 3.
Spicy.
In 3, 2, 1. Bring in the pain.
Oh, that one was like a shotgun
I
blast.
need water.
I need water? I got
Come on.
coffee.
It's in my windows. Come on. Okay, that's enough.
All right, Virginia's dousing Bird. He's got spicy powder in his eyes.
Oh my God.
Oh, Bird.
Oh,
Bird down.
Oh, you might have to take it. We might have to skip round.
Oh, if you're watching on KVJ TV.
You know what? Don't skip round 3. Let's just get it over with. They're gonna all say I'm losing my edge. Let's just do it.
Oh,
What's your guess?
Pain. Blindness. Let's go with cashew.
That was not a cashew. That was an almond.
Oh.
Real heavy on the seasoning.
Yeah, that one was big on the seasoning. I'm starting to smell the seasoning on them this side.
All right, last
See it
one.
wafting.
Name that nut.
Final nut here. Going to blast a Bird in the face with a leaf blower full of nuts and
Bird.
spicy powder.
You ready?
All right.
In 3, 2, 1. Bring in
Bring
the
the
pain.
Bird,
It's so painful.
Bird blasted.
I didn't get it.
Oh, Bird almost fell out of his chair.
Those were pecans.
1 for 3 again. That seems to be what we're shooting at every day. We must get better.
We can play again tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought it.
Something tells me we're doing that. Anyway.
Yeah. I like the spicy.
I really am blinded right now. I do need more water.
Can we outro it with the theme song?
Oh, yeah. Are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Name that
I
nut.
need water.
Well, Bird gets some
Please,
water.
seriously. Don't give me the water.
If you're watching KVJ TV, Bird is soaked with water.
All right, go to commercial.
Well, actually, we're going to go to a song.
Go to song.
And I got some advice I need to get from you guys coming up right after this classic VMK jam.
Yeah, I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite VMK jams, and I asked Jay Bird for it yesterday, but he didn't have it, so he went home and looked in the archives.
One of our newer listeners says, "Who the hell is the VMK?"
Yeah.
Value Meal Killer. It's Jason's rap alter ego.
With the snack pack.
Snack pack, this is Cheese Revolution.
Hey, yo! Turn up the volume, please! We're gonna rip the mic up about cheese! Cheese! Provolone, Swiss, and cheddar! Everybody knows cheese makes life better! Cheese! It's the best thing for me! I love it when it's cold or H-O-T! If you don't like cheese, I'll put you in your place and then make grilled cheese out of your face!
With a snack pack and we love cheese.
Will you rub it on my chest? If you say please, girl, I'm gonna make this easy. Come to my crib so we can get cheesy. I'll cover you in cheese and get you all messy and rock your full house like Uncle Jesse.
It should be a cheese lake in a cheese ocean.
When I get my freak on, I use cheese as my lotion. I wanna get you drunk on a cheese margarita and make you mine, not your cheese señorita.
If you hate on cheese, if you try to diss, we'll put holes in you like a slice of Swiss.
I like to dip my cheese in a bucket of cheese. Would you like more cheese?
Yes, please, cheese.
Provolone, Swiss, and cheddar. Everybody knows cheese makes life better.
Cheese.
It's the best thing for me. I love it when it's cold or H-O-T.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
Jack better get me my mozzarella sticks.
Value meal killer, I like your cologne. Is that Calvin Klein?
Oh, it's provolone. I wish I could give birth to a block of cheese, cause cheese would make such a cute baby.
C-H-E-E-S-E.
Cheese, it makes me so horny.
Cheese makes the VMK horny. Cheese makes the VMK horny.
I wish my dog was made of all kind of cheeses, cause when he peed, it would be cheese whiz.
Cheese gods.
Rain down on me, unless you're trying to make it rain fat free.
Ladies beware, he's a cheesy
I
freak.
still wanna lick cheese sauce off of your cheese.
Cheese.
Provolone, Swiss, and cheddar. Everybody knows cheese makes life better.
Cheese.
It's the best thing for me. I love it when it's cold or H-O-T. Hell yeah! The only solution is a cheese revolution. You better ask somebody.
How's your eyes?
Could be better.
Could be better.
I told you, safety goggles.
They're only slightly swollen.
No, I think that's just how I'm aging, brother. I think that's the whiskey.
So I was gonna ask you guys what you think about this. So just the other day, my buddy was hitting me up for some information. It was hitting me up for some money because him and his wife just had a kid, and they need to borrow some money to get through rent and stuff because they just didn't anticipate how much this was going to cost.
How much are they asking for?
Yeah, and you know the rule, right?
So
What's the rule?
The rule is you don't give money to a friend unless A, you can afford it, and B, you give it as a gift, not a loan.
and not expecting it to come back.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like it's like $350 he needs to borrow.
Okay.
Just to make so that's why I was like, it's cool, but we don't get paid until Friday. So I was like, you have to wait a couple days. Unfortunately, I just can't front up that type of capital. So yesterday on Facebook, I noticed he posted a photo of this new tattoo he just got. And it's gigantic. He got a gigantic tattoo of a pit bull dog on his chest.
Okay. You need to.
He literally just updated his Facebook profile.
So he's
with this.
asking you for money, and then he got inked up. That's not cheap,
Well,
by
that's
the
a
way.
big tattoo, so there's no way that tattoo isn't like $350.
Hundreds.
That's
It's
definitely
hundreds of dollars. So this is good for you because you saw the post before you gave him the money.
That's true.
I've had friends, and you know them because you know them very well, Jay Burke.
Okay, let's not ruin anybody.
Let's say their names.
Let's not ruin lives here.
They actually asked for money and then got the money and then went on vacation with the money and did all kinds of like frivolous things with the money, and they lied and said it was for bills. That's what sucks. When you see it after you give the money, you're seeing it before you've given the money. You have every right to say to your friend, hey, I noticed you were getting a very large tattoo and those things are expensive. What's the deal?
How was that pit bull tattoo? Was it sweet?
It was really good. Well,
How big was it?
Well, he loves pit bulls. He's got like 3 pit bulls already, and he's already got like 2 pit bull tattoos. This is like a new one.
One of the dog, one of the singer.
It's like, haha. No, so I think he's gotten tattoos of all his dogs, and this is just a new one. So I'm just curious, is he asking for this money because he's recouping the funds he just spent on this tattoo?
Absolutely.
Someone's saying in the chat room, maybe he knows the tattoo artist. Maybe there was a deal.
And
So that's
why
why
you
I don't want to get
ask.
crazy with him
Well,
yet.
don't get crazy. You just ask him. You say, hey, I saw your tattoo on Facebook. That thing looks expensive. I know you're asking me for money. I'm not paying for your tattoo, am I?
If you want to see Denny's get crazy, it's not a pretty thing. You don't want to get Denny's crazy. Have you ever seen him get mad?
Never.
Oh, it is. It's scary.
Well, so I'm gonna
I
bring
can't imagine.
Denny's, get mad a little bit. Show the world.
like real.
Denny's is the most peaceful.
I have never
trying to yell.
ever seen him get mad one time. I've never seen him.
You're
scream.
more peaceful than my husband Panda, who we call him Panda because he's so peaceful. You actually beat him in peacefulness.
Well, I'm gonna come at him with some reason. I'm gonna tell him about I saw this, but like what if he comes with well, hey, that's my friend, or I got a discount, or that was a gift. Any of the above, I'm still kind of skeptical about giving him money if he's willing to just go willy-nilly and go get this giant tattoo of something that he doesn't even need.
I mean, it's $350, and
Which
how close are you with this cat?
So, I mean, he was in my circle. I'm decently close. I've kept in contact with him, and I know his wife. You know, I want to help them out, and that's why I was like, no problem, man. If I can get you through rent, I know they just had a kid, so I really wanted to help out. But that really put a wrench in the gears.
How long ago was he your pot dealer?
yeah. He was more of a purchaser than a dealer. But I was just kind of seeing what you guys think about that.
Everyone's saying hell no.
You definitely have to bring it up, and you definitely have to tell him, you know, just be honest. Say it just like you said to us. It makes you feel uncomfortable that he's asking for money and claiming it's for his kid and playing on your emotions when he's going out and spending hundreds of dollars on a tattoo that is completely unnecessary when you have to think about your child.
Yeah.
It makes you question everything about his money management skills, and you feel like he's kind of playing you.
Absolutely. Well, that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Some of the texts coming in, you can text the show 877-979-9763, 877-979-WRMF, or you can call the number, but some of the texts coming through, in reality, when someone asks to borrow money, it's none of your business what they want it for. If they borrow money, they're borrowing money for whatever they need it for.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't agree with that. I'm sorry.
What if it's for cocaine? I want to know.
If people ask me for money for their baby, for their newborn baby, and it tugs at my heartstrings, and I give them money, and then I see a picture of them on Facebook getting a big, large tattoo, I'm sorry. That is going to affect me and affect our friendship.
I'm sorry. If you're getting money off of me, this isn't like you get money, you get to go do what you want. I want to know where my money's going.
Who's that millennial that wrote that?
When you get money, you don't get to say
Let's not start a war with the millennials
Maybe
again.
make your own money and don't have to ask people for money. When you have to ask for money, you have to adhere by the rules of the lender.
Denny's, tell that person who texted in to call in. I want to hear Virginia fight with them.
Tell them they are so stupid and wrong.
Call in. Let's work it out.
You don't get to make the rules with the bank that you lend from. You don't get to make the rules with me.
Yeah. Well, I'll update you.
Such an entitled opinion. I hate that comment.
Well, so I was all about the money giving until I saw that Facebook post.
Of course you were.
And I was just like, oh my gosh.
He played on your heartstrings.
Yeah.
And that is shady. To play on a man's heartstrings about a newborn baby and then be spending hundreds on a tattoo.
It was a fat tat, though. Make sure you know that. It was inked up nicely, Denny said.
Yeah, it turned out great. I guess people are saying it was dishonest of him. But, I mean, I just don't know the whole story. I got to talk to him, so I'll update you guys when I get an update on it. But
Please do, and maybe have him on.
People are saying in the chat room, whoever sent that one text message about you don't have the right to ask where the money's going.
They loan a lot of money. They get a lot of money from friends, and they don't want to have any accountability.
People are saying there's no way that person's not under the age of 25.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thanks for all the advice. You know, I don't know. I'll update you guys with what happens.
Thank you, Denny.
This goes out to all the unsung heroes in the educational system. I want to dedicate the first part of this verse to all the underrated janitors of planet Earth. It is the janitors who restock the toilet paper rolls, so give them thanks when you're pooping on the toilet bowl. They paint the walls and clean the halls and wipe off the urine left in bathroom stalls. So when you see your janitor cleaning the rugs, tell them thank you and then give them a hug. Alright, y'all, here's the part of the verse that I want to dedicate to the school nurse. They will nurture you when you're feeling under the weather, and if you get poopy cramps, they'll make you feel better. They'll cool you down if your head gets hot, and wipe your runny nose when it drips with snot. If you got pink eye or a cut thigh, don't cry. You need to thank your nurses because they keep you alive. I hate math, but I love the cafeteria staff. They've always had my back when I needed a snack. They're always slicing and dicing, cooking and baking, enhancing our lives with the food they are making. I love your hairnets and plastic gloves, and how you make your grub with extra love. We love your spaghetti with hot buttered rolls, but our favorite will always be sloppy joes. Sloppy joes, sloppy joes, yeah. Sloppy joes. What do you want to see us do? The KVJ show is gonna do silly things for you. Check it out on KVJ TV. It's about to get weird. It's about to get goofy.
So we got this email, and we love bits that Kevin did not approve. So this email came in actually months ago, and we presented it to Kevin, on bended knee, like an offering up.
Kevin, please, mister, please accept our ideas.
This is our idea. Will you please say yes?
Please accept us as people.
He did not say yes. He, in fact, said no loudly. And so we're going to do this bit regardless of his opinion because it's fun to do stuff Kevin didn't approve while he's out of town.
Yeah, the power.
So here's the email that came in. It said, "Dear VJD Show, I love that segment. What do you want to see us do? You guys do it when Kevin's out of town, and I'd love to see you do that trick where the magician pulls the tablecloth off the table and tries to keep all the items from falling over. We didn't do this last time, so we should do it this time."
Let's do it.
He says, "There's no way Jaybird the Spaz doesn't break not only his hand, but the window behind him. He will fail like every one of his relationships."
Oh, jeez.
It's not, the words aren't even painful, Denny. I'll tell you what's painful is the witch reading it after every hurtful word.
Sorry, it's funny.
All right, so we do have the table set up. We've got, is he still insulting me in the email? The email's
No,
not done?
he's done. He's done.
Okay.
Signed, Brad.
Brad, that's a second Brad. Is it the same Brad?
No, I think it was Brandon.
No, there was a Brad that called me out on Monday.
Probably the same one.
It's probably the same Brad.
Brad, I like your act.
No,
Keep it
don't
coming.
say that.
I mean, you just feel free to email us whenever.
She's encouraging it.
He's such a jerk.
I love it.
So are you. All
All right, so do you know how to do this?
I'm going to go on feel. I'm going to go on gut instinct, so no.
It's a tricky trick, but you have to go fast.
Okay.
You pull the tablecloth, and all the dishes will stay there if you go fast enough.
I want to make sure the camera can see. Tune into KVJ TV right now on our YouTube page.
Hashtag epic fail.
How about we work together as a team? Gosh, you are such Lucy from Charlie Brown. Are you going to give me some pointers, or are you just going to insult me? Okay.
So if I was you, I would grab from this side. And I think that is the least fabric side. This side. All right. That's the least fabric side. And then you just have to yank it hard.
Well, I'm already... This is only going to be set up for failure because the tablecloth, it's matted down by the table, so you can't even lift the tablecloth up. Denny's, you trying to set me up in front of the witch?
What do you mean it's matted down?
The tablecloth was stuck under the table leg.
It was nothing but failure to come. All right. Is there any way I can nail this, or is everything going to break? What are your bets?
I think everything's going to break, and it's all ceramic and glass.
I mean, it's all breakable stuff.
Yeah.
We do have the vacuum just in case I do break it, because I might nail it.
We'll find it. All right, Bird's setting up. We got the tablecloth. A table, you know the famous trick. You pull the tablecloth, all the stuff stays on the table. Can Bird do it? Are you pulling it from that?
I think you should pull it from this side because you have less cloth to pull. But what do I know?
Yeah, I think it'd be better from that side. All right, if you're watching on KVJ TV, Bird is about to pull this tablecloth and try to keep all the items on the table.
Okay, I'm going to go quick.
Well,
you have to go
You have
fast.
to.
If you don't go fast, you're not going to succeed.
All right.
Virginia, cover your face because
I
something
know.
might hit you.
I'm in the zone.
You are. You're in the splash zone.
Is it a win if nothing breaks? Is that a KVJ win? It's a low-budget win.
I think you're looking for how many things to stay on the table. How many things will stay? I say 3.
I say it's a win if nothing breaks because we don't have to clean it up.
All right, get it. Together.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, no. I heard something.
One thing broke. We can do it one more time, actually. We can do
3 things stayed on the table.
Yeah, 3
Three
things stayed on the table.
Only one thing broke. I said we do one more time.
One more time.
One more
Here. Set it back up here.
Jaybird, you're stepping in glass and you have bare feet.
I know.
Oh my gosh, the level of dumb.
All right, Bird is resetting the tablecloth. I think you figured out the
I did.
trick this
I
time.
figured out the trick.
There's a trick to it. So
There is.
you pull the tablecloth really fast, and all the items just stay on the table, and the tablecloth disappears.
Where I went wrong was I lifted.
Oh! Bird just stepped on the biggest piece of glass. Barefoot.
Okay, we got it.
Mid-sentence. That had to be so painful.
I can't imagine why Kevin rejected this bit. You're bleeding.
Really?
Oh,
you're
man.
gonna kick me when I'm this down right now? All right, last time.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Okay.
Where's your shoes?
All right, be swift. People are saying it's a finesse. It's not necessarily the speed. It's about doing it swiftly.
Huh? Imagine that. The witch gave me bad info.
Oh, it's about speed. Come on.
Swiftness.
You have to go fast.
How many people are saying swiftness in the text?
There's more comments about how.
It needs to be finesse.
I mean, they don't think you're gonna do it. It's not so much about the technique.
Hashtag epic fail is trending.
All right, we're doing
Ready?
Last round.
Let's count him down. In 3,
2,
2, 1, go!
Oh no, that one was worse. Oh, I heard more stuff break.
Yeah, that was really bad. Let's move on.
Yes. That was fun though. Thanks for all the emails. Keep them tomorrow too. We need the more.
All your ideas are certainly funny. And who has a Band-Aid?
No, I am bleeding.
Oh, we got.
It's okay. Let's go to commercial and let's go ahead and figure what we got to get some medical.
We're gonna regroup here. We're gonna go to commercial and regroup.
Coming up, more ideas that Kevin didn't approve.
Yeah.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
All right. This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF. You know, all this week, Kevin is out. And so while he's out, we like to do some bits that Kevin didn't approve. And this is an oldie. It's definitely a throwback bit, but we tried to present it not too long ago, and Kevin rejected it a couple of times.
Aw.
I know. The bit is old school. A lot of you from back in the day will remember it. It's called What's in the Bag? Beer! And we send our roving, intrepid reporter, Jay Bird, out to a local grocery store parking lot. And what he has to do is find somebody who is either, coming out of the store or packing their groceries in their car. And he'll describe them to us. We'll maybe do a little quick interview where we talk to them a little bit. And then each of us, Denny's, myself, and Suits, have to try to guess and get one item correct of something, anything in the bag. So I believe we have Jay Bird standing by at a local grocery supermarket. Jay Bird, you there?
Oh, I am locked and loaded, and we do have a fine tall glass of sun tea that I'm looking at right now.
All right, well, let's do this.
Okay, sir, what's your name and where are you from?
My name's Daryl Hogan. I'm from Green Acres.
Daryl is wearing jean shorts. He's got a lot of tattoos, 7 tattoos. This may or may not help. What kind of car do you drive, sir?
I drive a very small white pickup truck, Ford.
Okay.
Well, wait, aren't you
Does that help?
standing at his car, loading the cars in the...
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Oh. You can't
I just
tell
know
it's a Ford pickup truck by looking at it?
He's painting a picture for
not-
us.
Ford Corolla.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you just let me do my job? And, yeah, this guy isn't looking at me because I'm fighting with you now. You guys have any questions for me? What he might, look like?
Yeah, is he overweight?
I'm not comfortable really saying that. I would say that DB.
Dad bod.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Bird, describe his facial hair. Does he have any facial hair? Is it patchy? Is it nice and well coiffed?
He has a mustache. Sir, you look like you really do love your mustache.
Yeah, I've actually had this exact mustache since 1984.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Old school mustache.
The rest of his face, is it well shaved, or did he leave like scraggler, like hairs sticking out? Is it like mangy looking?
I got to tell you, I think this guy takes facial hair seriously.
All right, if we can correctly identify any of the items in his bag, each of us gets a guess. He's going to walk away with movie passes.
Okay, sir, I'm going to go through your groceries right now. Okay, so what's in the bag, biatch? All right, let me see here. He's looking a little weirded out, honestly.
Okay, we better do this quick then before he bails.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going. I think he's old school. I think he's generic. I think he has white milk.
Do you have any white milk? White milk is a no. No white milk.
Ah, no white milk. How about, he seems old school to me, too. He seems like a man's man. Does he have any beef jerky in there?
Jeez, sir. Beef jerky. Do you like beef jerky?
I love beef jerky. I have a lot at home from Costco. Did not buy any on this trip.
Oh, Denny's. All right, Suits, you're the last hope we have. You want to guess?
I gotta go, so can you wrap this up?
What's that?
He's got to go.
Okay, Suits, what's your question? Because there's definitely a level of impatience growing.
I think he's got some kind of like a meat or sandwich. I think he's got like ham or something.
Meat, yes, Suits.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, let's go with ham.
Okay, sir, do you have any ham in your bag?
I actually do have ham. I bought
Yes!
What?
Yay! Suits nailing it.
Oh, man.
Nailed it.
Nice job, Suits.
Thank you. I take a lot of pride in that.
Well, tell him
Sir,
congratulations. Yay!
Yeah, you won. You won the round. What's in the bag, biatch?
Thanks for playing. All right, Jay-Bird, come on back to the studio.
Hello? Is that all right?
No, I think we lost him.
Hello?
Guys?
Can you hear us?
Hello?
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 Nah,
Guys, I can hear you. Hello?
Hello?
I'm coming back to the studio. Hello?
All right, he's heading back to the studio. We got confirmation.
Hello?
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 Are you guys f***ing with me?
I'm back. What happened?
It's never old.
That's a fun bit.
We recorded that yesterday after the show. That's an old school 2004. That's a Kevin in Virginia bit. My name wasn't even on the show back then.
You're right. So we should do that more often.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
The one I want to do is I want to do what's in the bag, where I go up to people at fast food. I can tell by just the way someone looks what's in their fast food bag.
I love it.
I can tell, Denny's.
Well, all this week, you've heard us talk a little bit about Jay-Bird's drama. He moved out of one townhouse, and now he's moved into a different townhouse in the same community. But I guess the old landlord that was for the old townhouse is now coming after you, demanding more money. Now, she kept your deposit.
Yes.
And said that's going towards, new carpets and wear and tear and whatever.
She said I broke the washer. The dishwasher. I never used a dishwasher one time. She said my dad's toilet was broke. That toilet was not broke. She said the ceiling fan was broke. That was not broke. I feel like I think she's trying to sell her place, and she's trying to get me to buy all these appliances to float the bill.
So yesterday, so many people wrote into the show and called the show and gave Jay-Bird wonderful advice and said, look, she's already keeping your deposit. You do not have to pay to replace all of her stuff that was old anyway.
You are witnesses to this.
We are.
Yes.
The place was in shambles. And, even the pest control people that came out for the rat problem said that this unit should not be lived in because of the way the walls were. Rats were getting in, and you have to seal off these walls. Otherwise, you're just going to continue to be living with rats.
Well, after she had someone come in and seal the walls, we still had rats.
Because they didn't seal
they were
them
already
right.
they sealed the rats in there.
Yeah, they kept them in. They actually made a rat dome, an arena of rats.
So it's been a little bit of drama with this former landlord. And
so I sent an email yesterday about how I'm not going to be paying anything. I took the advice of my lawyer, Virginia Sinicki, and the people, KVJ Nation, said, you know what? After talking with my legal team, you can keep the deposit, and we're going to call it good. And I have not heard back from her. So is that a good thing, or am I going to walk out to my mailbox and get a certified piece of mail?
I think it's a good thing, because if she knew she had a leg to stand on, she would probably fire back at you. Oh, yeah, well, you owe me this, because it's in the contract. And she knows she's just trying to get money out of you, and she doesn't have a legal leg to stand on.
What's the worst thing that can happen to me if I go to court and lose? What is the worst? Are we talking thousands and thousands of extra dollars now because there's legal fees?
No, I don't know what the situation could be, like the worst case scenario, but you're talking hundreds, not thousands.
Did we actually get a real lawyer, though?
We did.
We have a real lawyer, Denny's.
Yesterday,
not a fake one like Virginia.
Not a fake one like me. After the show, we got an email from one of our girlfriends that we love and trust, and she let me know that her husband is an attorney that handles this sort of stuff, and he doesn't want you to be taken advantage of, and he is now officially taking your case.
Are we talking PB?
Pro bono?
Pro bono.
Or peanut butter?
Pro bono and peanut butter.
Will you work for peanut butter?
Pro bono and jelly.
All right, cool. So this is moving forward. There is an update.
This is good news because now we have someone official. It's not just me pretending to be an attorney.
Yeah, because I thought, as fun as it was, you playing lawyer yesterday, I kind of felt like you did more harm than good.
Oh, I always do in everything. So, yeah, that's the update for you guys. No word back from the landlord, but we now have a real attorney.
I will say this though, all of the people say, no, Jay Bird, they kind of gave me the confidence to stand up and say, no, I'm not paying, because I was going to pay $500 because my dad said, he texted that to the landlord.
Well, she wanted 15. Your dad offered 5, but I think that was her negotiation tool. She was asking for more than she wanted, and your dad was about to give it to her. I'm glad you're not giving her anything.
Yeah.
We're taking this thing to court.
I'm gonna save that money, and I'm gonna buy us breakfast today. Let's get some pancakes.
Breakfast!
Flat top, flat top cop, flat top, flat top cop, flat top, flat top cop. Watch out for snack pack. The shorter the hair, the meaner the cop. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. Look at that cop, his head's shaped like a box. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. We break the law. There's no denying it's true. But the worst crime of them all is that flat top hairdo. Hey, Mr. Policeman, are you aware that your cranium is shaped like a square? You think that you're tough with your flat top and gun. You look like you fought the barber, and the barber won. The shorter the hair, the meaner the cop. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. Look at that cop, his head's shaped like a box. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. Flat top cops are mean to the core. You remind me of the Russian jerk from Rocky IV. We got pulled over by a state trooper, and he looked like Biff from Back to the Future. McFly. No value meal killer. Why you shaking? 'Cause I see a square head and I smell bacon. The shorter the hair, the meaner the cop. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. Look at that cop, his head's shaped like a box. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. Blockhead, blockhead, you're a blockhead, blockhead. You're a blockhead, blockhead. Got a flat top. 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 The shorter the hair, the meaner the cop. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top. Look at that cop, his head's shaped like a box. Oh no, Officer Friendly's got a flat top.
It's the KVJ show, and all this week, Kevin is up in Orlando. He is out of town, so while he is away, the three of us, the VJD show, are holding it down.
Yes, bringing it down?
I'm bringing it down. And by bringing it is the ratings. Coming up in a second, baby Rocco is at a fun age, and we like to play this little game where we bleep out a word. Now, the word is innocuous. It's not a curse word, even though it sounds like it is. You have to correctly identify what the word is that we have bleeped out in this baby Rocco sentence. And if you do, we got some fantastic tickets for you, Denny's.
Yeah, you can pick between Lumineers or you can pick between Post Malone. We got both for you.
Okay, so give us a shout right now to win 877-979-WRMF.
Wow, someone doesn't know the number. Huh.
877-979-9763.
Are you in the mood to laugh, Virginia? Because I think it's time for Denny's Joke Jury.
Bum, bum, bum. That's why.
Denny's, we love you.
Denny's, you're great.
Oh, yeah, even with Kevin out, I still write these jokes. So just for you good people here.
So me and Virginia, we are on the joke jury. You're trying to get us to laugh.
Yes.
You have to hit your own cricket.
Yeah.
Sound effect.
If your joke tanks, you have to give yourself crickets.
All right, I'll give
awesome.
myself the rewards. We shall see how this goes. First joke for you guys. How did the librarian escape the police?
I don't know. How did the librarian escape the police?
She booked it.
You give it a clap?
No, I thought that
was a 7-second delay of Virginia's sympathy laugh.
All right.
That is
I'm in control of the effects, all right?
That is crickets.
Oh, whatever.
That wasn't bad.
It took you 7 seconds to laugh.
I was thinking about it.
All right. Let me try this one out. Second joke for you guys. Why shouldn't you buy drugs from a shoe store?
I don't know. Why?
Because it might be laced.
Smart comedy. Okay. Back on track.
Third joke for you guys. What does Bill Gates do when he farts?
I don't know. What does he do when he farts?
He opens windows.
Yeah, that's volume 1. Right?
That's good.
That's the greatest hits one, Denny's.
Nice work.
Fourth joke. Why was the podcaster doing what was the podcaster doing in the river?
I don't know. What was he doing?
He was streaming.
Okay, I see it's a computer theme.
Yeah, you know me. And final joke for you guys. What haircut do porn stars get?
I don't know. What haircut do they get?
Ones with bangs.
Nice work, Denny. Nice work.
Thanks. We'll be back to normal once Kevin gets back. All right, so teasing that baby Rocco match game, and it looks like we have a contestant. We got Jenna on the line. What's up, Jenna?
Hey, how are you?
Not bad. So we bleeped out one random word. It is not a bad word. It's just a word, and you have to guess what the word is.
Okay.
Excellent. So here's the first clip in the baby Rocco match game.
I don't like to on a big toilet.
Oh, okay. I think I know what this is. This is an easy one, I think.
Do you need that again there, Jenna?
I'll hear it one more time.
All right.
I don't like to on a big toilet.
Toilet.
He's a fan of his little potty.
I get it.
So, Jenna, what do you think that bleeped word was?
I took a poop on the toilet.
Ooh, thinking the word is poop. What do you guys think?
I think he's saying sit. S-I-T.
Sit. Jaybird says sit. Jenna says poop. Let's see what's right here.
I don't like to sit on a big toilet.
It was sit.
I know that, kid.
It's okay. You only got to get one right. We're very liberal with these tickets.
Yeah. If you are just breathing, you're gonna win.
All right, Jenna. Here's the second clip for you. What is Baby Rocco saying?
I love to play with my in the tub.
Here, Jenna. I'll give it to you one more time here.
I love to play with my in the tub.
Okay, I think I got that one.
Jenna, what do you think we've bleeped out?
He likes to bring his duck in the tub.
I'm going duck too.
All right, let's see what the correct answer is here.
I love to play with my ducky in the tub.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Very, very cool. Well, we're going to go ahead and hook you up. You get your choice of prizes. Would you like the tickets to the Lumineers, or would you be more interested in the Post Malone?
I think the Post Malone I will go with.
Okay.
Oh,
Malone,
good choice.
okay.
Yeah, Malone. Well, Suits will grab all your information. Thanks so much for calling in and playing our game.
And Dennis, thank you for bringing laughter to our life.
That is what I do on a Thursday here. Looks like it's going to rain or something, so a little laughter is good for you guys. So, all right, whatever. Commercial.
From the WRMF, this is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Kevin is out of town this week. He's up in Orlando at a little podcast convention and learning all about how to make our podcast better. So when he comes back, we're going to have all kinds of fun meetings, I'm sure. That should be fun.
Someone wants to get an update on Baby Rocco and his swearing. They say, hey, Virginia, my son got in trouble for the first day of school. He told his teacher to F off. How do I handle this? He is 8. How's Rocco doing with his swearing?
Well, he got in trouble last year, but he did not tell a teacher that. He said it to another student. He did drop an F-bomb on the playground. So far this year, his teacher pulled me aside yesterday and the headmaster, and they both said, Rocco did great today. He hasn't been saying any bad words.
The headmaster pulled you?
She loves Rocco.
That's what they call it? That's the principal? Is that a fancy name for principal? Is that a rich name for principal?
I don't know.
Headmaster? I never had a headmaster in any kind of education ever. It sounds very fancy.
Well, it's preschool, so there's no principal. But I don't know. She's just like the leader. She's in charge.
Headmaster?
That's a fancy title.
Oh, that's such a fancy term. Headmaster? Sounds like you're in Britain.
Rocco tricks you with hugs and love. Like, he hugs all over his teachers, and they just think he's the most sweet and adorable and wonderful kid. And then when he comes home, he is a terrorist.
2 days in a row, when we were at Due South, he came up and gave me the biggest hug. He said, Jay-Bird, I love you more than peanut butter and jelly. That melted my drunk heart.
Oh, he knows how to work it.
And then the next time I saw him, he runs up, Jay-Bird, gives me the biggest kiss on my neck. He's very sweet.
It's crazy how these kids know how to work it. I was talking with my girl yesterday, a nurse, and she was telling me how her kids, same thing. At home, he's a terror, but at school, they all love him because he manipulates and plays them like fiddles.
Huh.
They know how to do it, even at the age of 4. My girlfriend's kid is in pre-K too. Same thing. They know when to do it and when not to.
Oh, kids are smart. I was scamming my parents at age 3. No, I'm kidding. I was not. Well, good. I'm glad he's not swearing. I'm glad he's not kicked out of school. Very
Not
good.
yet, at least.
And also, real quick, texting coming through. You can text us here, 877-979-9763. Some advice for Bird. Instead of giving that $500 that you offered to your landlord, use it for a $100 entry for the Olive Garden, and then for the $400 entry to actually get the lifetime.
Oh,
When
yeah,
is
that's
that?
Today, yes.
Today's the big sign up. I went to go sign up. So if you don't know what we're talking about, Olive Garden is offering up a 9-week all-you-can-eat buffet pass, I believe. Not buffet.
It's a pasta pass.
Pasta pass. And then
Never-ending pasta, though. You go and you can get as much as you want.
and I think it also included the salad, the
Breadsticks,
breadsticks.
yeah.
But they also have this lifetime pass you can enter. But today is the day you sign up. And even with that 9-week pass, only X amount of people get selected.
So there's a countdown clock, and I think it's the first people. What's the countdown clock at?
Oh, I'm going
Pastapass.com.
You guys have lost me for the rest of the
It's
hour.
so funny to watch him because he hates a countdown clock. It frazzles him.
Yeah.
So just tell him there's a countdown clock, and he will lose.
I'll tell you what the clock is right now. It is at. Oh, I think we're ready to go.
You already missed it.
No, I didn't.
If it's counted down.
No, join the waiting room at 1:55 p.m. today.
Okay.
Oh.
Go to Pasta. Okay, here we go. All right, yes.
Bookmark that.
We
page.
are
What's the
at
countdown clock?
5 hours, 52 minutes, and 21, 20, 19 seconds.
So you better be one of the first people in because those are the people that get the opportunity to upgrade to the lifetime pass.
Do you know how cool I will feel if I have a all-you-can-eat pasta pass? That is amazing.
You'll lose the card, but it'll be awesome before you lose it.
Gosh, I get it. I'll lose it.
All right.
So coming up in a few seconds here after, are we doing commercial, are we doing songs?
We're going to
Dennis?
go into a classic track here.
People think Virginia gets out of punishments. I don't want to go down that slippery slope, but sometimes she gets out of punishments. How good is the witch when it comes to celebrities and their endorsements? Are you good with that stuff?
I'm okay. It depends on who put the list together.
So if I put the list together. So if I give you a celebrity name, could you give me the product they endorse?
Maybe.
Okay, if you get it wrong, you are going to get shocked.
Oh.
Oh, great.
Coming up next.
I remember when my friend Kevin Ralston was balding and it looked like he had mange. But just like that, his hair is back. It makes his beady eyes look less strange. 'Cause Kevin's got new hair, Kevin's got new hair. It's so sexy that I can't help but stare. It's so sexy, I wanna get it messy. 'Cause Kevin's got new hair, Kevin's got new hair. And it's got me hypnotized. It detracts from his creepy eyes. Kev used to have the kind of hair you'd see on a corpse, but now Kev's got the hair you'd see on a horse. Your hair looks like a beautiful rug, All I wanna do is give it a tug. Hey Kevin, I'm talking to you. I wanna run you a bath and give you a shampoo. I wanna see your hair blowing, see your hair flowing. You once were bald, but now your hair's growing. 'Cause Kevin's got new hair, Kevin's got new hair. It's got me mesmerized. He's no longer with a weak ass hairline. Ooh, I love Kevin's hair.
Oh, yeah. Kevin's out of town. He's actually working. He's not on vacation. He's not in Jerusalem. Nothing
Yes.
like that. He's doing the work. He's grinding it out. But people want to see the witch get a little bit of her own medicine. How good is she when it comes to celebrities and their endorsements? You are the dirt of the day queen.
I feel like this is a setup.
It's hard to say.
Who put this list together? You?
I did. I did the work. But the last time I did this, I did a game where you had to guess, and if you didn't get it right, you got shocked. You got every one of them right.
I hate the shocker.
I don't. Is it working?
Ow!
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
my!
if you're watching KVJ TV, Virginia just pelted Jaybird with multiple items.
How did you do that? I didn't miss any yet.
I don't even know if anyone was ready for that. Oh, he just got hit with a third item on his head.
Gosh, stop it! Okay.
Oh, and that was a tumbler.
It's such a strong thing to throw.
Oh my gosh.
It's a metal tumbler.
You just threw that off my bone.
I heard it. I heard a pop.
Okay, I gotta regroup here.
Why is that?
You can't shock me before you've even
I didn't know it was.
asked me a question.
I didn't know.
Oh, whatever.
You know she's gonna get mad when you do
didn't know.
I didn't know.
You did know.
All right, so Denny's, it's working.
It works.
It works.
Well,
I hate the shocker. You know I hate the shocker.
well, you better get it together. You better get it right.
Oh my god.
You didn't look at my list, did you?
I did not look at your list.
Honesty?
Honesty.
Okay.
How would I look at your list?
I don't know, because I have it up.
Oh, I wish I would have known that. I
It's
would have
right
totally
there.
looked at the list. Damn it.
Okay, so I do have a little bit of fear. After you threw the tumbler off of my arm, I dropped the remote. I'm afraid it's not working now.
Don't you try it again.
Okay.
If you try it again, you're going to get the pain.
I love this power, Denny's. Okay. There's only 30 celebrities you have to get through.
30?
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it
Denny's,
Best out of 30.
control your boy.
Right.
Hold on. I have to get dressed. I have to put my hood on.
Yes.
My executioner hood.
And Bird's in all black today.
All black. Yes, I'm a warlock. Yeah. Witch on witch crime. Warlock.
I'm so pissed right now. I want to fight you, but I know I can't really fight you on the radio.
You can.
It's on KVJ TV. Too many witnesses.
Yeah, come on, KVJ TV. If you want to see the witch ride the lightning, tune in right now. Okay, Virginia, first celebrity, you love her. I'm going to start off with an easy one. What endorsement does Sofia Vergara endorse? Or what product?
She's got several.
Well, there's a one main one. And if you don't have it, if it's not the one on the list.
Well, she's got several. You can't just say I have to pick one and read your mind. I can pick any that she has, and it should count, right,
Okay.
Denny's?
Yeah.
Denny's,
All right.
Why don't you pipe down,
All right,
Denny's?
well, you know.
Well, now you got to make me look up all of her endorsements.
No, if she.
Well, it's
Okay.
not my fault. You didn't do your work right.
Okay, are you getting lippy
No,
with the
I'm sorry.
executioner? 'Cause
I take it back.
I have butterfingers over here. Hamburger hands over here. Might slip and shock the witch. All right, so what do you got?
I'm going to go with Pepsi.
Sofia Vergara, Pepsi, Denny's.
That's probably her most lucrative.
Unfortunately for Jaybird, Virginia got that one right. Okay, I said I was going to start off with an easy one.
I am sweating on my back and my butt. It's a good look. It's a real good look.
Good. That fear is good. Okay, he is a country superstar. He does an endorsement with another famous person. What product does Brad Paisley endorse?
Brad Paisley?
He's a country star. And it's only one endorsement.
Brad Paisley.
We've done the work. Brad Paisley.
I don't know Brad Paisley.
Yeah, you do. He does stuff with Peyton Manning. You know Peyton Manning?
Peyton does insurance.
What is your final answer? If I don't get an answer in 3 seconds, unfortunately, and I don't make the rules, I have to shock you. 3.
It's insurance.
2.
They do insurance
1.
together.
Okay, what is it? 3, 2, 1.
Insurance.
I need a name. Insurance. You can't endorse insurance. You are so close. Denny's, you know that song, how that jingle goes? Nationwide is on your
side.
All right. So you ready? What button is it again, Denny's? It's the middle one?
Y for yes.
Y for, okay. So you ready?
Yes.
You want to stand for this?
No.
Do you want us to sing the Nationwide jingle?
Jaybird, I'm going to hit you.
Right. Nationwide is on your side. Bring her the pain. Okay.
Damn it, Jaybird.
She's looking for something to throw.
I'm going to hurt you so bad.
You can't throw things at me after we legit.
I know I can't, but I want to.
Denny's, I'm scared of Virginia.
Where's my knife?
Don't let her throw things at me.
I'm watching her, but she keeps grabbing things when you shock her.
Because it hurts.
Oh, yeah.
It actually burns, and then it gets in your bone.
Oh, people are like, how did Virginia not know that when she does the dirt? What?
I don't know Brad Paisley.
Okay, just a few more. Like 6 more. Okay, here we go. Oh, you love this person. She's great. Betty White. Betty White's known for this endorsement. Very lucrative. It actually put her back on the map. And you have 5 seconds.
Snickers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not bringing the pain. You got it right. Very good. Very good.
When you're a diva, right? Eat a Snickers.
If you are just tuning in right now, we are doing a little shock trivia with the witch, Virginia. I gotta tell you, give it up for our girl. She's doing real good. She's doing real good. She has to match the celebrity to their endorsement. All right. This guy was big. You should know this because you're kind of old. Fabio.
Oh, yes.
Fabio endorsed this item. What was it?
I can't believe it's not butter.
She's right.
Oh.
Okay, this is Justin Bieber's #1 most lucrative endorsement. What is it?
Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber. 3, 2, 1. What is your answer?
I don't know.
Bring in the pain. It is. Let me just go ahead and look.
Jaybird, just shock me.
Calvin Klein, bring in the pain.
Oh.
All right, you're done.
Oh, we're done.
Oh, you hit his tooth.
Your game's done.
You whipped my lip.
You hit him in the tooth with, I don't even know what that was. Was that the shock
was the
collar?
shocker.
Oh, man. Are you bleeding?
The game's done.
Oh.
All right, Denny's.
We're going to go to commercial.
Thank you.
We'll get you some Band-Aids.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, so I found an article that I think would be very encouraging for Jaybird here.
Okay.
It's actually a recent article. It just came out from Vice. If you've checked out their website, they got a lot of cool stuff. But they project that small peens could be coming back in style.
So this is what you thought was going to get me all happy?
Well,
You've been hanging out in Virginia too much.
You've talked about it in the past.
Style?
Yeah,
It's coming, like sideburns? It's coming back into style?
It's coming back into style.
Like you can control it?
Was it ever in style?
It's not a fashion choice.
Well, so it was in style at a point.
Teeny peenies were in style.
Yeah, well, actually, in Greek culture, it was considered more sexual to have a smaller peen and no body hair. It was like their trend in the Greek times. Yes, in fact, you can see it depicted in their sculptures.
The Greeks like Twinks?
They like the Twix.
Twinks.
Oh, Twinks.
Twinks.
Twix, I said.
Tiny.
Yes.
Hairless.
Did you say you got this off of High Times?
No, Vice.
Oh, Vice, okay.
Vice, they're credible. Yeah, in fact, they often dictated, for a bad word there, for the giant phalluses were considered demonic in there, and actually of bad gods and such. In fact, medieval artists would occasionally draw big peens to depict evil or heretic behavior. Yeah.
Wow, so there was small peen energy back in the day.
Yeah, it was the opposite. In fact, they thought it was a freakish quality to have a large member.
So instead of BDE, it's SDE?
Yes, it was small D.
I kind of feel like I have that. I kind of feel like I walk into a room with my small...
SDE?
And then with the popularity of Christian conservatism, they even downplayed it even more. So throughout history, it wasn't until more recent America that the giant peen started getting glorified.
Just like America, bigger's better. Always gotta...
I don't think it's catching on just yet, because just yesterday we were sitting in this studio and one of our coworkers, I'm not going to say who, one of our coworkers came in the room and he said something, and it was kind of a proclamation, and then he left, and we all agreed that he had BDE.
But that doesn't mean that...
It's still impressive.
But that doesn't mean that what Denny's is talking
Maybe
about,
he had
a trend is coming.
Maybe he had SDE.
But if he would have walked in here and had SDE, it's not impressive.
Well, it's only impressive, I think, because of the Western culture. We've glorified it. We've
It's
exemplified.
people like Virginia that, they say a little smaller.
And they relate a lot of it to the porn industry now, is the one that's really pushing the BD.
Yeah, I can see they have an agenda.
Well, yeah, they have an agenda, and it's to, it's a smaller percentage. So people see it and they think, hey, it has to be gigantic in order to be considered good.
Well, there's a study that I just read about how people that are watching adult stuff, it's starting to mess with their heads. It's messing up relationships if you are going about it the wrong way. People are, they're off their schedule with their mate. Maybe someone's watching it in the morning, and then when their mate comes home at night, they're already tapped out. And the other thing I read, too, for guys and girls, typically when people are going on to watch that kind of stuff, they're looking up 10s, 10 out of 10s. Everything they're seeing is the best of the best in their mind. So when they get to their real life and they're really with a 5 or a 6, they're not getting excited like they used to.
You're never going to be able to find 10s out of 10s everywhere you go. You're just not.
But visually, you are constantly looking at that, so
you're visually spoiled.
So subconsciously, when it gets down to the real deal, you're like, I'm not that excited because I'm used to seeing all these 10s. That's what the article said.
I saw another trend that was saying because of people watching it, they've gotten more acclimated to watching, the act. So they can't get turned on unless they're seeing it.
Oh.
It's a weird thing where if they're actually in it, they're not as turned on because it's like you're in the moment, there's a lot of movement, but when you're watching it, you can see everything from afar.
The voyeurism is a big fetish, Virginia.
Tell us more.
No.
You sound like you have personal experience.
It's a fetish for a lot of people.
Didn't you get busted peeking in some girl's window?
Okay, I've never had that happen, and that's not even a funny joke, and I've never done that.
Didn't Denny say that you were peering in somebody's window just recently when you were walking your dog?
No.
She busted you?
No, it's flipped.
It's flipped. She was looking at me, you jackass.
Oh.
You're making me sound like a pervert in the hashtag #MeToo era. Thanks a lot.
Just to kind of paint the picture of that, from Bird's window, you can see out into like a pathway where people walk dogs and such, and we watch to make sure people are actually picking up their poop.
That's what I was watching for, and she wasn't, and she busted me looking at her. You got the story wrong.
Oh, you were inside.
He's inside looking down, but she busted him like 4 times looking at her.
The story's so much better when you're creepy.
Yeah, I know, because that's always fun to try to ruin your friend's life.
She was actually looking in our window.
I'm looking at people's windows.
But I thought you could take, you could take that information, Bird, that the small peen might be back in style, according to Vice.
Yeah, no, this is not an insulting segment at all.
Well, I only brought it up because I thought, didn't you write a song about this subject matter?
I did. I own my shortcomings.
Well,
What's it called?
It's called the Teeny Peeny Song.
And here it is.
Okay, this is a song for all my teeny peeny brothers out there. Everybody knows the small is the new large. Well, I wish that it was thicker. It is the size of a fun-size Snicker. It's no thicker than a piece of linguine. It's not easy living with a teeny peeny.
Teeny peeny, oh teeny peeny. The value meal killer's got a teeny peeny.
True.
Teeny peeny, oh teeny peeny. The snack pack's got some teeny peenies.
This is the jam for my teeny peeny brothers. Yeah, it may be small, but we make great lovers.
Is it really small value meal killer?
Yeah, it may be small, but I go full gorilla.
Once you go small, you never go back.
That's good, cause I'm hung just like a tic-tac.
It hasn't grown at all since the day we could crawl.
When I'm naked, I look like a Ken doll.
And you know you can still drive the ladies mental.
Even if you're built like a number 2 pencil. Some of the best things in life are tiny.
Like Yoda, the Smurfs,
And Gary Coleman's tiny.
It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean.
I practice safe sex with an extra small Trojan.
This doesn't have to be such a sensitive topic.
Throw your hands in the air if it's microscopic. Well, I wish that it was thicker. It is the size of a fun-size Snicker. It's no thicker than a piece of linguine. It's not easy living with a teeny peeny.
Teeny peeny, oh teeny peeny. The value meal killer's got a teeny peeny.
True.
Teeny peeny, oh teeny peeny. The sack pack's got some teeny peenies.
I'm a grower, not a shower. I'm a grower, not a shower.
We got them teeny peenies.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
So small, so small. We got them teeny peenies.
It's the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Kevin is up in Orlando, so you've got the VJD show holding it down.
Yeah.
We love your emails. We love your phone calls. We love your texts. So please keep them all coming. Ideas are always welcome. You can call us or text at 877-979-WRMF. Or you can email us at mail@kvjshow.com.
People want some advice, Virginia. We have it so well put together. They want us to give advice for their personal life. Why are people still emailing us?
So this one came in yesterday, and it says, "Hey guys, I need your advice. Do you think this is a deal breaker? My girlfriend of 3 months was texting the entire time during my mom's funeral. At one point, I saw her respond to one of her selfies that she had posted on Instagram. I thought I was really into her, but now I don't know. I thought it was super rude. What do you think? Is it a deal breaker?" Girlfriend of 3 months?
3 months is that, it's that borderline time where you're like, I don't know if I can deal with that. When you say 3 months is where you start really asking yourself questions.
I mean, if you look at your phone at a funeral for more than 30 seconds, I think you're an animal.
It's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
I would not be happy about that. But I would say something.
She was texting the entire time?
So the people that email, I always wonder, are they afraid to get in a confrontation? Do they say something to their mate? Or are they just asking if they're crazy because they got mad at it?
They're probably scared of their mate, and they want to bring it up and get, like, reinforcement, like Kevin does.
But if you're scared of your mate, why are you with them? Why are you with a person you're scared of?
A lot of people are not confrontational or happy. A lot of people don't want to start a fight if they don't have a reason to fight. And so they're just looking for a little validation.
But if you're at your mom's funeral and your girlfriend is texting, I think you have a right, and you should bring that up. And you say, what the hell are you doing?
She's a pig. I hate this girl.
She's a pig?
She's awful.
You hate this girl? Dennis, do you feel the same exact way Virginia does?
Yeah, so there's a couple places I won't even look at phones. Like if I'm at a dinner with a family or like a business dinner, anything where it's like somebody's introducing me to somebody, I won't ever go on my phone that whole time because I don't want them to think that I'm like tuning out of the conversation.
It's respect.
I'll look around sometimes at restaurants while Jen and I are getting dinner, my wife, and I'll look around and every single person's just on their phone, tuned out from the world. And I'm trying my best because I'm guilty of it too. You know how it tells you how long you've been on your phone each week?
Right.
I've been trying to reduce that number just a little bit.
Well, my whole thing is if you want to be on your phone, especially in your personal time, whatever, do it. But
Personal
if you
time,
are
whatever.
out to dinner and you're with your friends or your family, put that thing down.
Well,
put it down.
Everybody's so busy right now, and it's so hard to get together with people. Like my friends, like that I see maybe like every like 4 months, 5 months, even 10 months. You know, it's just everybody's got their lives. So when you get together and everybody's on their phones, it's almost like, what are you doing? Why even get together?
So 3 months into the relationship, she's texting during his mom's funeral. Is it a deal breaker or is it a talk?
I'm out.
Wallace Pennington has heard enough. I'm out.
I would talk to her because, you know, I mean, it's rough. 3 months is so early in, too. You can get out without any real consequence.
She's an emotional idiot.
That means she does not care.
She does not care, or she is stupid. Either way, do you want to be with her? No.
Have you ever had something uncomfortable happen at a funeral?
Yes.
What was it? Can you say? I've seen a fist fight at a funeral.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, there was a lot of drama going on. Somebody was very emotional. Someone was very drunk, and it ended with a punch.
A funeral is like a wedding. So you have all these people that come together that normally don't hang out together.
Yeah.
But I think the funeral is worse because they're now sad, and now you've got all these people that maybe didn't like each other in life, all in the same room. I've gone to way too many funerals recently, and I noticed that when, somebody passes away and maybe they've had multiple spouses, maybe they've had multiple kids from different families, and now all those people are in the same room, it's a hot bed.
I was kind of shocked when my Aunt Ann passed away. One of her relatives reached out and was so nasty about it. She basically just called down here to my family just to say how she didn't get along with Ann in life, and she's not coming to the funeral because she's so mad at Ann. And that was basically what she called to tell us, and we were like, okay, what's the point of this?
You should have told her where to go.
I was not the one that was the voice piece at the moment.
Who did?
I mean,
hopefully it was one of your sisters, and they gave it to her.
It was not one of my sisters.
Well, your sisters, I know, are like me, and they don't put up with that.
Yeah, but it's just weird. It's odd when someone gets that angry. I mean, Aunt Ann never did anything in her life to where someone should be mad in her after she passes.
Gone.
Yeah.
Like, what are you calling and upsetting the family for by telling them you didn't like her?
This is a relative who likes to tune in every now and then and tell me how much the show is terrible. So I hope you're listening right now. I hope she is.
I hope you're listening too. You can suck it.
Well, and that's an example, too, of something to let go. Why is she holding on to that for so long?
Thank
You only
you.
get one life.
Some people love problems, and this particular person loves drama, loves problems, just loves to have issues in her life.
Well, so if that's so everybody's got hobbies, and that's her hobby.
Drama
is to be
her
dramatic.
hobby. And that's a real thing. There are people who love drama that get off on it so much.
I read a study, and whatever, who knows what's real, but they did a study, and they said that if you wire your brain with negative thoughts continually, your brain changes its pathways and will focus on negative things.
I believe it.
If you reinforce yourself with positivity, your brain will. So when you immediately somebody says, "Hey, Jaybird, nice hat," if you have negative brainwave patterns through your neurological system, your brain's going to immediately jump to, yeah, but beige isn't your color.
They're making fun of my hat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to go to a negative place immediately, and that's because they're wired like that.
There's
from
no way
doing
Denny's
it.
likes my hat. I'm not good enough. Yeah, no, I could totally see that. I think it's the other way with the positivity.
The positivity, you can fight through things because your brain's wired to look for the positive.
And you can change it. It's never too late.
At any point.
If you look at yourself and you do a deep dive and you're like, wow, I am super negative, it's up to you.
You can't change it.
You change it.
I remember with an ex-girlfriend, our relationship was not that great to begin with, but on top of that, everything she said would annoy me. There was a point in the relationship
You
where
were
you get
attracted to her,
it's
though.
on its downtick. We were going to break up inevitably, but we were still together, and it was just it didn't even matter what she said. She could have said like, "Oh, is that American cheese?" And I'd be like, "Oh, you bitch." It was just it got so bad. But I'm just saying. But it was because I was in a dark place mentally, and it had wired me to be like that. And then once you get into a positive place, like it can be turned, it can be changed at any point. And it's just like working out. You do curls, your arms get stronger. You practice positivity, you'll become more positive.
They do say that you can break a habit under 30 days. If you really apply yourself and really get obsessed with trying to break that habit, you can break it, but you have to do the work.
I had a boyfriend that told me, and you guys know this guy, he told me when he was in college, he was hanging out with a group of friends, and they were all kidding around, and this group of girls told him, "You're so negative. You're always so negative. You always look at the glass as half empty." And they really told him that. And he said he had an epiphany in that moment because he didn't realize how negative he was and that he was always throwing negativity out there in the universe. And that's what everybody was feeding off of from him. And they just considered him a super negative guy. He had no idea. And starting that day, he changed the way he was thinking.
Well, I think sometimes people don't realize they're negative until it gets pointed out. I mean, you ever
That
hear
was him.
The one everything they do, you take them to Disney World and they're just complaining, "Oh, it's hot.
The lines are long.
Oh, the soda is so much money. Mickey looks a little fat." Like everything is just nothing's ever good enough. And I think sometimes you have to kind of get slapped in the face with a trout and go, "Oh my gosh, I'm negative."
What are you doing? You're spending your life being negative about everything? Is everything bad in life? No, of course it's not.
You know, we were talking earlier about the moon, and I think it's about that time for the emotional purges, right? Are we emotionally purging?
That's what, according to the moon chart, Denny's, it's saying the full moon, we're out of time, us humans, where we want to purge out the negative emotions.
8 a.m. right now is the crest of the full moon. It is the biggest it's going to be right now. And now is when you're supposed to purge all the bad stuff and start fresh with a clean slate.
We sound like we smoked the biggest Wonder joint, and we just turned the mics on.
I swear we're not high.
Well, you can text your thoughts in 877-979-9763. We've gotten some come in, and people are saying, yeah, you could break a habit. It's 90 days to change a habit.
90 days,
90 days. Of course, we got the number wrong.
So you got to do the work, though. I mean, that's 3 months of consciously trying to break whatever you're trying to break. Smoking. I remember the reason why it was 30 days for me, I had a baseball coach. I always threw very weird. All the other teams would make fun of me. So they tried to get me to change my throwing slot with my arm. And they always said, if you practice this for 30 days, you can get this done. And I ended up riding the bench.
It's 90 days. That's what he was lying to you.
The coach is lying to me, Dennis.
He didn't know a number.
He didn't know.
Here's a nice throwback song for everyone as well. We got the... what do you guys think? Aunt Anne Don't Like Miami?
Oh, yeah. We have gotten requests for some Aunt Anne bits. Yes, this is the first Aunt Anne WRMF
We actually got a request for this
Nice.
song, which is why we put it in. So this is the Aunt Anne Don't Like Miami song.
Yeah, Mr. Friggin' Big Shot had to move to Miami. What the hell does it get in Miami? Isn't it all friggin' sold down there?
Ann got mad cause we were gone. She blames Kevin for it going wrong. Aunt Ann don't like Miami.
I do not like Miami.
Ann thinks Kevin doesn't have a clue. She blames him for the Miami move. Aunt Ann don't like Miami.
I do not like Miami.
Hey, Aunt Ann, why are you mad?
Kevin's decision making, I think, is bad.
Damn, Ann, that's cold.
But it's true. Kevin is a moron and don't have a clue.
Aunt Ann, you a straight up gangster.
I'll tell him to his face. Kevin's a wanker.
He blew it. He blew it.
Kevin does not know what he's doing.
Ann got mad cause we were gone. She blames Kevin for it going wrong. Aunt Ann don't like Miami.
I do not like Miami.
He blew it. Ann thinks Kevin doesn't have a clue. She blames him for the Miami move. Aunt Ann don't like Miami.
I do not like Miami. He's not even Spanish.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth.
Ow!
Yes, just checking out some of the texts that have popped through on that. So they say 21 days to create a habit, 90 days to break it.
Okay, that's interesting. 21 days, it can get you, whatever that may be.
Ooh, yeah. Also, a negative mind will never go to a positive life. And somebody also said, hey, Denny's, if you want to burn one down later, let me know. Some of those topics I get kind of go a little out there, but
No, it's good.
it's what we do. It's what you get with the VJD show.
Yeah,
so.
it's not the KVJ show, guys.
So yesterday, you only repeated one of Kevin's stories.
We'll see. I'm still in the danger zone of prep where there could be an overlap.
And people were calling yesterday for you to be punished for repeating one of the stories that Kevin had already told.
How do we punish a sweet Denny's, though?
I know. I thought about it. I'm like, I don't want to hurt him.
Well, we can open up. We can put it up on Facebook and see if anyone has like some soft punishments for Denny's or.
And then your mom reads it. And
I hear you. I hear
Your
you.
mom already hates us.
You guys can punish me in commercial break. So we always talk about how the generations seem to be getting a little softer. So let me know if this is extreme or are we just as people getting soft? There's a sales company in China that's come under fire lately because they have forced employees to eat live fish and drink chicken blood for failing to meet the goals they were set.
Oh my gosh.
They were told when they got hired at the company that if they don't meet their goals and they signed a paper saying they would have to eat live fish and drink chicken blood as punishment.
See, when it comes to all that stuff, if you agree and then sign the dotted line, that's on you. That is on
Is
you.
the chicken blood cooked or is it raw? Because you can get salmonellas from that.
You know it's not cooked.
You know it's not
raw.
cooked. It's a punishment.
Oh my gosh, that's intense.
Imagine if that was really how things were done here at the radio station. you miss a commercial and then you have to drink chicken blood.
I think I'm too soft.
I would be drinking so much chicken blood.
So are we getting softer? Is that extreme?
That's extreme.
That's too extreme.
I can't.
Yeah, on August 4th, about 20 employees who failed to meet their sales quota had to eat live fish and drink chicken blood.
Dang.
As motivation for their failure.
That motivate you.
It would motivate you. Let me know, is this the worst idea you've heard?
No, the blood is.
Well, German legislators have proposed raising sales tax on meat from 7% to 19%.
19?
Yeah.
From 7?
From 7 to help fight climate change and improve animal welfare.
That's here in the States?
That is in Germany.
Oh.
Wow.
So that's what they want to do. And we always talk about, the plant-based meat patties. They're saying because the greenhouse gas emissions from livestock is higher percentage than the total global emissions of the world's automobiles. So it's a higher percentage.
Cow farts.
Cow farts, methane gas.
I'm telling you, we're going to find out these plant-based burgers are nothing but just human fingers and eyeballs. I swear to you, Virginia.
You think they're made of people meat?
There's too much buzz around.
Soylent Green
they
is
can't
people.
be people meat.
It reminds me of a movie, Soylent Green.
Yeah.
Dennis forced me to watch.
I did. I made him watch it. So in theory, that movie sounds awesome, but in practice, it's not as good as that movie.
Virginia, the Soylent Green everyone was eating, it was people!
Thanks for spoiling it.
Oh, you are never going to watch that old-ass movie.
Just as a quick punishment submitted, Denise should have to eat a bar of soap.
Oh!
We've never done that. That's a good
do you know
one.
how hard that would be?
I'll bring the soap tomorrow.
All right.
Normally what you do is you just have to put it in your mouth. You
And
don't have
hold
to
it.
eat it.
Maybe we can do the bar of soap for sudden death tomorrow. Oh, wait, we don't do sudden death anymore. Virginia killed it.
Oh, yeah.
Just like I'm going to kill you in your sleep.
Why wait till I'm sleeping? Do it now.
So what do you guys think about that? Is that a good move or a bad move? I know the Germans are not too happy about it.
I think anytime you start raising prices on stuff, you're going to get people pissed.
Significantly, too. That's more than double.
Significant, yeah.
But that's their way of battling it.
And is that cow fart thing, is that a real thing or is that just a theory?
It depends on who you
No.
ask, because it's very political.
It is, but I mean, I think the methane gas is causing global
Well,
warming.
Suits is manning the phone calls today, so if you want to yell at us, you have to call and yell at Suits.
What do you guys think about this story? 2 pig farmers in Australia were jailed after being convicted of illegally importing Danish pig semen.
Can we say that?
Yeah, it's a clinical term. But they snuck it in shampoo bottles. That's how they got caught.
Why would they do that?
Well, you would ask, but what the company was trying to do was they were trying to get an unfair advantage over their competitors by working on new genetics for pork.
Oh, maybe they were like creating bigger, stronger piggies.
Yeah, I think they were genetically altering it, or they were selectively genetically choosing.
Huh.
Yeah, to get better pork to beat out their competitors, but they snuck it in, I guess, through shampoo bottles.
The poor guy that has to
package it,
remove it from the pig.
Yeah. In fact, a lot of people involved with this process.
A lot
I kinda
of
feel
people
bad.
involved.
The pig, mainly the pig, honestly.
Mainly the pig.
The pig might love it. It might be like,
Yeah, that's true. You're right. The pig may be like, it's the best gig ever.
You guys need some more?
I got a friend who's a pig. He might like it.
And then, I mean, what do you guys think of this? I mean, I think I've heard of this before, but it's now a pretty widespread thing. In UK, there's a company that is getting a lot of attention because they have invented such a weird pill. It's a pill designed to make your poop sparkly.
I love it, Denny's. If this was the Weird Whatever podcast, this would be an A+ fact.
Glitter poo?
We Are Feel is the UK company. It is Glitter Poo. It's about $14.50 for 30 capsules containing 8 different types of vitamins and minerals: vitamin A, D, folic acid, zinc, iron, plus a ton of edible glitter. So when you poop, it's sure to make your toilet sparkle.
I mean, we need this.
I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, well, we can order it for $14.50 right now, 30 capsules.
It's on the bird. I'll get 2 rounds of it.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you guys like that. I don't think I repeated anything either.
All
right.
That's a really solid round.
Nice job.
And that's what's going on in your Whacked Out News.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ show. Kevin's out all week up in Orlando, so it's just the VJD show.
Yeah.
Feel free to call us or comment 877-979-WRMF. You can text us as well at that number if you don't have time to call in.
We got some complaints via text, but that's part of the game. We're always getting complaints, are we not?
We're used to it, actually. The person I feel bad for is Leo.
Leo is our boss. He's the one that's really, really in charge.
He's the program director of the radio station, so the buck stops with him. He's in charge of all the DJs.
Yeah.
And so if anybody has any problem with anything a DJ's done or said, it falls in Leo's lap.
So we definitely get a lot of complaints. So I find out how the complaint system works here. If someone's really, really mad at something, probably Virginia has said, they call the front of the desk, the lobby. Because I'll be going to the bathroom and someone will say, yes, someone's trying to get you guys fired as I'm going to do a pee. I'm like, oh, I'm used to that.
That's just a regular Wednesday, honey.
But that's when they're really mad. They don't know what to do. You've said something so ridiculous, and they just call the first number they see. Virginia's the worst.
And where does it go from the front desk? It goes right to Leo?
Then there's times where it does go to Leo. I'm not sure how. I think if they are persistent, it goes to Leo because... Do you remember we were having a religious conversation on the Weird and Whatever podcast?
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about, just different religions, and whatever I said, and I'm not even sure exactly what I said, it angered somebody so bad to the point where they said, my only goal is to get you off of the airwaves, off of the Weird and Whatever, off of KVJ.
What'd you say?
We brought in, we were just talking about different religions, and I just said that I personally don't subscribe to an organized religion, but I do believe in the afterlife, and
you're very spiritual, but you're not specific religious.
Yes, but I made sure that I said I absolutely respect anyone's religion. I don't think anyone's better than us. But they still got mad at that, and they thought we were being anti-religious, and they tried to get us.
And we were just like, well, we're just open to all of them. We just don't subscribe specifically to one.
I'm not telling you what to do either. I'm telling you what I do.
You know how it gets. Somebody hears one thing, and they get all mad. The other time we got a lot of complaints for people trying to get us in trouble was when, and it was on both sides. I think it was everybody involved. We talked about Donald Trump putting ketchup on his steak. And it was really just a ketchup bit. It wasn't anything and man, we got called Republican and Democrat in the same breath by all different people.
I know you guys are Republican. I know you guys are Democrat. You're idiots.
I was like, what is it? It's about ketchup.
How can we be both?
People were fired up about that. And that was weird to me because we didn't say anything political.
I guess we did. If you say anybody's name who's in politics now, you've said political.
I just wanted to fight with Virginia because she hates ketchup, and I'm such a lover of ketchup.
It was more about the ketchup, really.
But people try to get us fired on in trouble.
I had a girl recently call Leo. She is a comedian out in California, and she's been trying to hurt one of my friends and really stick it to this friend of mine who does a podcast. This girl used to work with my friend, and this girl got fired because she wasn't really good at her job. That's what happens when you don't perform well. And so this girl's been really trying to undermine and do terrible things to my friend. And so I left this scathing direct message on Instagram, and she copied it and sent it to Leo. I mean, yes, I did threaten to hurt her physically, but, So
that's what
I'm not really going to go to California to hurt her. I'm just trying to scare her.
I have that on my list where you've definitely got complaints about violent talk. So you say, I want to punch him in the face, or we need to cut off his nards.
We get a lot of calls about that.
We get a lot of calls and a lot of complaints about your violent rhetoric.
That'll get calls for sure.
Sorry, I'm just very angry.
I get it.
I'm just very angry. So I do believe we have booked Leo for tomorrow's show.
Ooh.
Yes, he has agreed 8:30 tomorrow to come on the show and to read complaints that have been submitted with him.
Here's who I would like to talk to right now. I would love to talk to the person listening to our show who absolutely, they're listening right now, but they hate us.
Yeah.
They hate listening to us. I would love to talk to that person.
Well, you said it was your goal, and I love this goal. This is beautiful. Jay Bird wanted to sit down with a hater, hash it out, and then end that whole session with them having pizza and beers.
Because there is a percentage of people that do hate us, and they seem to listen.
But wouldn't it be beautiful to bring that hater around and have pizza and beer?
I'm a big fan of trying to, you don't have to like us, that's fine, but I do like the idea of changing the opinion and Try to get a little piece of pizza, Denny's.
And you can wonder if some of the hate is misinterpretation, misunderstanding, out of context.
Misdirected.
Yeah, a lot of stuff misdirected as well.
Go F yourself, Jaybird. I hope you die. Pretty literal.
It's pretty literal for sure.
No
but,
gray area
but where, Bird, does the hate come from? That's what we have to ask.
I think the hate comes from childhood, Denny's.
Yeah.
Are we laying on the sofa here? Is this a counseling session?
I'm just saying nonsense. I'm just getting more hate comments.
Yeah, but due to a popular request, I think we even have a Leo bit here, a replay.
This was when Leo didn't, he never met Ann, and he didn't really know what to get, my Aunt Ann. He didn't know what she really was about. So we tricked Leo into doing one of those conference call confusion where you have Leo on the phone, we put him on hold, and then all of a sudden, when you come back, Ann's on the phone. He's like, why is it? Who is this?
He didn't know who she was or why she was calling him.
I think he knew of my Aunt Ann. This was during the time period where Kevin and Leo were supposed to get my Aunt Ann Dixie Chick tickets. And they both dropped the ball, and Ann was hot pissed.
So she's mad at Leo, and Leo does know who she is.
Yeah, so he
figures it out a little bit in.
Aunt Ann felt like Leo was giving her the slip, kept avoiding her. So when she had a chance to talk to him, oh boy, was she pissed.
So here's the call.
Hello.
Hello, I'm calling to speak with a Mrs. Ann Knight.
Speaking.
Hi, my name is Jeremy. I'm calling from Mobile in regards to your bill. We have not received a payment from you in about 3 months, and we were wondering when you were deciding to pay that.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Yes, we're calling in regards to your bill, Mrs. Knight. We've been trying to reach you, and we're not getting any answer when we call your house, and when we do, it seems like we get disconnected very quickly.
It's only a bad phone to begin with. It sucks, this phone. Keeps losing calls, so maybe that's it. But I paid the bill. I have paid my bill.
Well, ma'am, we have not received any payment from you in months.
Well, then the people that's taken my money at the stores robbed
Okay, let me just put you on hold for a minute, ma'am, and we'll check your
okay.
we'll check
you
your
do
account.
that. You do that.
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Can I help you? Hi, hello?
Who's this?
Who's this?
My name is Ann. Who are you?
Ann.
Yes.
Aunt Ann?
Yeah, why? Who is this?
This is Leo.
You got to be kidding me. Leo from Jason's work? Why are you calling me?
I didn't call you. My phone rang. I just picked it up.
I don't understand. What's going on?
How are you?
You playing some kind of a trick on me?
I think they're playing a trick. I think they're playing a trick on both of us.
Meet and greet with the Dixie Chicks. You didn't do nothing for me on that. What's going on? Now you're going to make a fool of me and call me and joke with me?
Wait a minute. I didn't call you. I did not. I answered my phone.
Well, how the hell did you get? Why did you get my phone number to call me? This is ridiculous.
I don't have your phone. I didn't.
Okay.
She's a hard worker.
The word doesn't mean too much.
Are you serious? Come on. I'm sorry I didn't
What
get
do you mean?
the Dixie.
You promised me the Dixie. You promised me the Dixie Chicks, and they didn't come through.
Yes, that's true.
Although from you they didn't, but we didn't get no greeting. I didn't get to meet the Dixie Chicks, thanks to you. I don't get to see the
it sounded like you had a good time, though.
I had a ball down there. Don't change the subject because this is ridiculous. I mean, you promised to let me meet them, and you fell through. You fell through the cracks.
You know what? I will take full responsibility for that, Ann. I will take full responsibility for that.
You deserve to.
Because here's the thing. Because I want you to be happy with me, unlike the way you feel about Kevin. I will do whatever it takes to make you.
Well, you're in the same category as Kevin. You both you don't come through with your promises. And you probably won't come through with it anyway, so why should I even say anything? Kevin, he said, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. Hey, that's nothing. It's like promising a child something, and then you fall back on it. Never promise anybody anything if you're not going to, if your word doesn't mean anything. You know? Hello? Oh, you hung up on me? Hello? Too bad.
I am a grilled cheese lover. I am a grilled cheese lover. Everybody loves grilled cheese, grilled cheese, grilled cheese. So cheesy. Everybody loves grilled cheese, grilled cheese, grilled cheese. Who loves grilled cheese? Ooh, I do. I love the bread, the butter, and the cheesy goo. Grilled cheese is better than love bacon, especially when you make it with bacon. I love my bread and I love my Velveeta. I love my bacon, so you better call Pita. I'll testify and I'll raise my hand to the frying pan, cause I'm a grilled cheese man. Everybody loves grilled cheese, grilled cheese, grilled cheese. So cheesy. Everybody loves grilled cheese, grilled cheese, grilled cheese.
So cheesy.
Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
It's the KVJ Show. Kevin's out all week. We're in here just doing a little VJD show. Please call us. Anything you want to chime in, text us as well. 877-979-WRMF.
Now, people always claim that they are the biggest KVJ fan. They know everything about everything. Now, we've tried this before, and it went horribly wrong.
And Kevin rejected this bit when we asked him if we could do it again.
Absolutely, this is a bit Kevin did not approve, but if you really feel like you know the individuals, Kevin, Virginia, and myself, very well, you want to play this game. What kind of tickets do we have, Denny's?
We got all sorts of tickets. I'm glad you put me on the spot.
You still have Post Malone and Lumineers?
Post Malone, Lumineers, or your pick of the Cirque du Soleil that's going on as well. So all tickets are up and available for this game.
Now, the only way you can win the tickets is if you get 5 out of 5 questions right. So if you call in, you say, I know Virginia the best. You have 5 questions. You have to answer about Virginia. You get them all right. Get them all right, you win the tickets.
But you have to get all of them right.
Yeah, if you go 4 out of 4 and you get the 5th one wrong, Denny's is going to do a Kevin on you and not give you the tickets.
So call us right now if you want to play. 877-979-WRMF.
Very cool.
Virginia's got a little drama going on here. Do you have that email?
I do have that email. So this got sent to us. It's all about the workplace, and it's about pregnancy and all the stuff that goes on. So with girls, a lot of times, depending on where you work, your office either gives you maternity leave or they don't. And some places give you great maternity leave, and some people don't.
So you could have a baby, and they honestly expect you to be at work the next day?
Well, some people will give you paid time off, or some people will make you take vacation time and not pay you.
What's the radio like?
Radio lets you take it, but does not pay you unless you use your sick days.
So you came back, literally, you gave birth to Rocco, and I'm not kidding, you came back to work 48 hours later.
I did. It was really dumb, but I did.
That's why we can never give you any kind of crap about you lying about pink eye and going to Mardi Gras every year. You did come to work right after you had a baby.
I did.
Pretty magnificent.
It's pretty insane.
It's pretty insane.
Okay, so this is an email that we got from Michelle, and it says, "Hey, KVJ, I just had a baby, and I don't want to go back to work yet. I had the baby 3 weeks ago, but I'm feeling guilty about not being back at my job yet. There's a 22-year-old girl who sits not too far from me, who just started working at the company, and I know for a fact she's been eyeballing my job.
Oh, yeah.
My company gives me 3 months off if I want it for maternity leave, yet I feel so guilty for taking it, and I'm worried about my job. Do you have any words of wisdom on how I can deal with this? I'm honestly thinking about going back early to keep my place in the company."
Oh, that 22-year-old is definitely eyeballing your job.
Gunning.
And may get it, too. May get it.
You need to have a really frank conversation with your manager and find out, if you take this time, is your job in jeopardy? I don't think they're allowed to replace you. I think they have to let you come back at the same position and the same pay. If it's within that 3-month window.
Yeah.
I don't think they can replace you. I think that's illegal.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar.
Come on, Dennis, tell us about pregnancy.
Yeah, because you know.
I want to see Dennis just kind of wing it over there.
Well, I think everybody should get time off.
I think you should get time off, but like Virginia's saying, there's different companies, different rules. Now, do you see her point, wanting to go back?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The 22-year-old is definitely eyeballing her job. And,
Absolutely.
And if she's doing a great job and out of sight, out of mind, That's how things happen.
Totally. So that's why I would really recommend being honest with your manager and saying, hey, I'm worried about my position. I'm worried that somebody's going to replace me.
Well, it's interesting you say that because you should be. We have a 22-year-old kid here that's really nailing it.
Oh, we got a text in real quick. Legally, if you're on maternity leave, they can't give away your job. So you're safe.
But she's talking about going back early because, but you know how it works, though.
But you come back and they're like, well, she was doing great while you're gone, and we're going to pay her less. So it's
you don't
easier.
lose you're not fired, but you lose your spot, definitely.
Because she slides into it.
22, young, energetic.
Oh, you'd love to replace me with that.
Well, that's why Virginia came back so quick. She knew me and Kevin were looking for somebody smarter, funnier, quicker, faster, younger. Okay, are you guys ready to do the KVJ game?
Yes.
The KVJ quiz game. How well do you know us? We've got Dina on the line. Dina, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Very good. Now, everyone claims they know everybody. How well do you really honestly know us?
I think I know you guys pretty well. I've been listening since I was in college, like 2007 or 6, something like that.
Okay.
Okay, you have to pick either Kevin, Virginia, or myself. Who do you think you know the most about? You got to go 5 out of 5.
I want to say you, Jason.
Okay, Virginia, you need to ask these questions then.
All right.
Here they are, right there. Okay, good luck, Dina. I'm pulling for you.
Okay, Dina. What is Jaybird's dad's name?
Oh.
Randy.
Wow.
Randy!
Okay. All right, she's definitely legit.
She came to play.
All right, 1 for 1. Very good.
All right, what is Jaybird's only tattoo of?
This was a bet. I remember it was a bet. I want to say Kevin's face, and I think it's on his butt.
I am sorry. Unfortunately, it is not that. I'm not going to give. I'm sorry. Say it again. I'm talking over you, making it very uncomfortable.
Was it pizza?
It is a. Should I tell her? Or should we keep this question?
I don't know. Keep it because you can still keep playing.
Okay. Unfortunately, Dina, your time has. Time has gone bye.
She's not dying, but yeah, it's not going to be tickets for you, Dina. I'm so sorry. Hold on for us, though. Suits is going to give you a consolation prize.
Okay, we've got Stephanie from Fort Lauderdale. Stephanie, who do you want to play for, or who do you know the most?
I'll stick with Jason. Can I have the same last question?
I don't care.
You can. You
I
can
know
have.
Isn't it like pizza and a robin for his mother?
It is pizza and a cardinal. Denny's, you're the judge. Will you give her credit for that?
I got the bird wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I give her credit.
We'll give you 1 for 1.
Also, keep in mind that I'm in my parking garage at work. I'm going to be late for work right now, just so I can put it. I have my hazards on at the front of my parking garage right now.
Okay, you're late. I get it.
We'll hurry.
Yes.
Okay, what state did Jaybird's mother and Aunt Anne originally hail from?
I'm going to mess this up so bad.
Come on, you got this. We talked about it a lot.
I know is it like Pennsylvania?
Is it Pennsylvania?
No, it is not. I am so sorry, Stephanie. You too do not get the tickets.
It breaks my heart.
It's hard. It's hard.
You know what? How about this? We shut this down. We'll get some more questions.
Okay.
I'm acting like Kevin Ralston right now.
All right, because I'm writing them on the fly.
I know you are. I see Virginia's struggle. Do we have any more?
So here, what we'll do is we'll play a song. We'll come back and see if we can get somebody.
This is the last round, Denny's.
It's the KVJ show on a full moon Thursday, y'all. Be careful out there. It's a full moon. People act real squirrely.
We learned today on the show that it's the time of purging your negative emotions. This moon is supposed to bring that out.
So take all those things that you have negative in your head and maybe write them down and burn them.
Okay,
yeah.
Let me see here. I hate the dirt of the day.
Not in the studio.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And burn it.
You told me to break down things I hate.
Yeah, let's start up a fire in the studio.
Just don't like the dirt.
What would you do if you burned that and then Virginia's like, there was a bit I used to do and I can't remember
If
it.
I wrote down the dirt of the day and then burned it, and then she's like, guys, I just don't like the dirt of the day anymore.
Yeah.
We got to change it.
Would that change your opinion on if that works?
Well, I already believe in all that stuff anyway. So.
You'd be like, I have so much power.
Yes.
We're playing a little bit right now. How well do you know the show? If you think you know one of us really well, Kevin, myself, or Jay Bird, give us a call right now, 877-979-WRMF. If you can go through 5 questions and nail all of them, you can pick up your pick of our tickets. We've got Lumineers, we've got Post Malone, we've got Cirque du Soleil, whatever you want.
Yeah, we got it for you.
So who do we got on the line right now?
I think it was Brendan.
Brendan, are you there? I'm sure I butchered your name.
Oh, yeah, I'm here, Jay Bird.
Okay, I love it. All right, who do you want to play for? Kevin, Virginia, or Jason?
I don't know. I know everybody a little. I would say, well, I got to go with Jay Bird. He's a mess. So I just got to go with Jay Bird.
More memorable? Okay.
He is the most memorable and fascinating. Okay. All right. So we're going to start off with a softball. What kind of vehicle does Jay Bird drive?
Well, last time I heard it was a broken down truck that you couldn't hit 60 if you dropped it out of a plane.
Now you're just being mean, my friend.
But that is correct, and you get an extra point for comedy. What is Jay Bird's favorite pizza restaurant?
Oh, this is a tough
Yeah.
one.
Oh. Now that's a difficult one.
That is.
It is. It's tricky, but he talks about it a lot.
He does. Oh, I'm not going to get this one. I'm not even going to take a
Just
shot
guess.
at it.
Just
You guys
guess.
talk about it a lot.
Give it a guess. It starts with a C.
It's not Cece's. I know that because that's horrible pizza.
There goes the Cece's account.
I love this guy.
It's not Cece's, unfortunately. You do not get the tickets. Good try, though. We have to bring it back tomorrow, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to bring it back tomorrow.
Anybody who wants to play, why don't you send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. If you want to play this game tomorrow, kind of puff up your chest a little bit. Give us your stats. I've been listening since 1999 or whatever it is. And we'll be picking those people to play tomorrow.
Got a lot of comments about the old pregnancy stuff we were talking about.
Yeah, it looks like there's different rules for different companies. What was that text that we got, Denny's?
Yeah, so I guess if you work, let's see here, in a company that has less than 50 employees, the company can do what they want.
They don't have to hold your job while you're on maternity leave?
And that's what the text is saying.
Dang.
Well, if it's a text, it's got to be real.
Yeah.
We get all of our legal advice from texts.
I kind of do.
But we have cases where people have lost their jobs while on maternity leave. In some cases, it was because the position itself was eliminated while they were on. What do you do in that case?
That
is
is shady. That's just their way of firing you.
Yeah.
If they say we eliminated your position while you were on maternity leave, they didn't like you.
So were we basically giving out bad information?
I mean, it's a pretty good chance. The FMLA protects your position and salary and status, so you don't have anything to worry. But I feel like that's a company above 50 employees or more.
The Family Medical Leave Act.
Yeah. I guess that's what that's been put in place for. But people have lost their jobs while on maternity leave, and other people have not.
I would just say to that girl, Michelle, you need to talk to your boss and check yourself. And you need to also tell this girl you work with to cool her jets.
So 50 or more employees, they have to approve. So that's how it works, I guess.
If you ever want to chime in, call us or text us, even if the information's bad.
People are chiming in the chat room. They are so mad at the people who claim to know the KVJ show that blew it. I knew every question. You guys know the questions to the KVJ.
Send an email.
Yeah, send an email. We'll get you on tomorrow.
Mail@kvjshow.com.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
I need more klepto.
It's a snack pack.
What?
It's the snack. We love these snacks. We love these snacks. We love these snacks. We love these snacks. It's the snack. We love these snacks. We love these snacks all day. We love these snacks. We love these snacks all day. Snickers, Baby Ruth, and Butterfinger. Potato skin nachos, and chicken singers. Star Crunch, Twinkies, and moon pies. Onion rings, tater tots, and French fries. world. S to the N to the ACK, man, I could eat these snacks all day. S to the N to the ACK, man, I could eat these snacks all day. S to the N to the ACK, man, I could eat these snacks all day. S to the N to the ACK, man, I could eat these snacks all day. S to the N to the ACK, man, I could eat these snacks all day. S to the N to the ACK, man, I could eat these snacks all day. S to the N to the ACK, man, I could eat these snacks all day. S to the N to the ACK, man, I could eat these snacks all day.
That might be one of my favorites of all time. I love Snacks Rule the World.
Yeah.
I didn't know Virginia was such a Valiant Milk Killer snack pack head.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
You're the official Booty Crew member.
We were playing cheese earlier.
Oh, cheese is my cut.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get you a CD because that's the only thing we have available on that.
I'm excited for the reunion. I know it's on Facebook, the new song you guys did.
So we're going to world debut it tomorrow on RMF. It's a song Kevin did not approve. It's a little racier, Virginia.
Okay. We'll do it after 8:30 when the kids are in school.
I'm trying to get Klepto and Twigs in the studio, trying to get Bigfoot in here tomorrow. Oh, let's throw a party tomorrow.
I love it.
Yeah, let's close out this week big.
I love it. You know, Kevin's out all week. He's still out tomorrow. So, yeah, all the cat's away.
Are we going to do that bit where I am drinking White Claw during the show?
We are. So we came up with an idea that Kevin definitely would not approve
Well,
of.
it was also a listener. I believe his name was, I want to say his name's Jordan. He came up with the idea of, I think it's Jordan. But
Hold on, I have it here. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, it was a listener submitted.
Justin. His name's Justin.
Justin. Okay, yeah, it is Justin.
It was his idea with a little KVJ added on.
So his idea was to have you drink a bunch of White Claw, and we love that idea, but we want to add a twist to it. So we're going to play a game all day with you. It starts at 6 a.m. It's called Southpaw White Claw.
Yeah.
All right, what are the rules of this?
You're only allowed to drink the White Claw with your left hand. Southpaw White Claw. If you accidentally drink with your right, you're wearing a shock, and we shock you.
Oh, there's no way I'm not going to be shocked a billion times.
We're going to need the
tomorrow.
help of people on KVJ TV to make sure that Bird does drink with his southpaw.
Oh, yeah, we need the police.
We need the
Well,
people.
I have never tried White Claw. I personally think the Kevin Ralston's a little soft. How White Claw took you down is
White
kind of
Claw,
ridiculous.
White Claw made him the devil.
There's no way White Claw's going to get me. I mean, I am a cheap drunk, but Kevin made it sound like it's moonshine.
Our fun tomorrow will be layered. So not only is it an experiment to see how you deal with White Claw, do you grow horns like Kevin did, but can you stick to Southpaw White Claw?
Okay, I'm excited, but not really. This is one thing I am excited about. If you are like me, a Olive Garden lover, don't forget that never-ending pasta pass. It's back. And we have 4 hours, 4 minutes, and 46 seconds and counting until it's available to get.
So it's $100 to enter, and then you are eligible for the grand prize, which is...
It's $100 to get a 9-week pasta pass. And when you get that 9-week pasta pass, if you're one of the first people to purchase, now you are eligible to buy the lifetime pasta pass.
But even that 9-week thing, I am hearing from my sources, they only have X amount. So you have to get in there, you have to apply and pay for it. If not, you're going to be left out in the cold.
Don't snooze on the time on this one.
I'm going to be very disappointed if I don't get my pasta pass.
Well, set your alarm on your phone right now.
Don't tell me how to live my life. Stop yelling at me.
All right, well, we got the After the Show podcast coming up here, probably about 15 minutes,
We
I'd
do.
say.
Lots more yelling at him coming up on that said podcast.
But before we get to that, Jaybird, if you could close it out with a positive thought for us.
I want to be a little topical here. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy pasta. And that's kind of the same thing.
Oh! Love the thought of the day. After the Show podcast coming up.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Simple, huh?